Well, a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. Yes, we are live in the studio. My name is Charlie, and it's always a pleasure to say we are here with Bev. Bev, good to see you.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm really good, thanks.
Good.
We're
Good
ready
morning.
to go. We've had our coffee, haven't we? About three of them.
About three, so you're in for a rough ride.
Yeah, I know. Brace yourselves, because, Joe, we're live here until 3 a.m, and we have got nothing but Black Friday deals everywhere. So we're talking about getting our homes spick and span ready for Christmas, and you can save a lot of money whilst we're doing that. Now, I must say to you, we're joining ITV in literally about 4 minutes' time. When we describe all these deals, the phone lines are going to get very, very busy. Again, we're going to have a lot of people watching us tonight. They're going to join us very shortly. So if you want incredible irons, vacuums, steam cleaners that double up into your, well, it's your handheld and it's your floor steam mop too, then shop ahead on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Speaking of which, have a look at the website. We've got so many deals here. So if you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, you can scroll down. In fact, do you know what? You can watch on YouTube. You can sign up there. You can message us directly into the studio using that box there. If you'd like a reply, though, you can email us instead. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. But look, here are all the products. Now, we're going to be showcasing this for the next 3 hours. We've got the Polti Vaporetta, the Polti Vaporella. Of course, it's all about Polti, as you can tell. We've got the D-Power vacuums here. We've even got scents, deodorizers to put into your steam cleaners. They're gorgeous. And lots of other gift ideas. There's plenty. But do you know what? If you go to the landing page, then this is all about Black Friday. So if you click on this, you're going to see such a broad range. We've got cheeky little deals. Well, no, a cheeky... Is that a cheeky little 10% off the styler from Polti? Stop it. That's a great deal. Right. We've got lots, an extra £6.90 off, of course. So we've got that on the show. We've got DIY products. We've got everything from drones to stain removers to microfiber cloths to toasty makers that you put in the microwave. I know. We've got just collagen supplements. You've got those on there too. And lots more. So if you just put in the code, just before you check out, you get an extra 10% off. So look, you can save a lot of money. It's all about Black Friday deals. But these are really, really good giftable ideas. Now, we're going to be showcasing the Vaporella, aren't we?
We are. First of all, I'm going to save you time. That's what I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you time on your ironing. I'm going to cut your ironing time in half. I'm going to save time on your cleaning because steam is a lot quicker at cleaning than using chemicals. And what a fantastic deal we've got on a vacuum.
I know, right? It's ridiculously good, isn't it? And the price there is not far off half price, really. So if you're tempted by it, this is a Black Friday deal. This is one of 4 or 5 of them we're going to be showcasing this morning on Shop on TV. So I wouldn't wait because we're going to get very busy on this literally in a few minutes' time when we join ITV. So £79. Ordinarily, it would be £149, and you can spread that cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3. So 3 payments of £27.98. So 177,307. Do you know what? Give us a teaser, baby, if you could. Because you've got a stack of ironing to do there. Wow.
Look at that. Wow.
Fair play.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
All that power, you've got a cooler sole plate, but we give you 5 times more steam than any other iron on the market.
Wow.
So that allows you now to iron on a cushion of steam. So you can do cotton, denims, viscose, silks, georgettes without doing any damage whatsoever. And then... I'm proving to you that it's not going to stick to the bottom of that iron.
So it's about the steam, the pressure.
Yeah, the steam, that's what it's got. So it's flattened the pile, but you've got all this steam that's bringing those fibres back to life, OK?
I love that. Do you know what? And I've seen this before with Bev. If you haven't seen the show before, do not go to bed. Stay where you are, because that's impressive. But I know you're just getting warmed up with this.
I am.
Look at that pressure.
Yeah.
That steam, it's so responsive.
Absolutely.
That's what 6.5 bar looks like, my friends. Normally, and people would buy it for this, £149. This is a Black Friday offer. This is extraordinary. You're saving a lot of money. It's £79. Run for it. So 3 payments of £27.98. So yeah, 177,307, forgive me. But if you forget the item numbers, go to the website, click live deal, scroll down, you'll see everything right there. We've got the D-Power, we've got cordless vacuums for you. We have got steam cleaners for you. Steam cleaners that double up into handhelds. We've got lots to go through. So
I just thought I'd iron this top while you were just telling everybody what we've got, because this is how quick and easy you can iron all these awkward garments by using just the power of steam.
that's incredible.
Isn't that fantastic?
If you just want to freshen up, for example.
Yeah, can also deodorize as well.
It's got a good sized water tank on that as
It
well. 'Cause
has,
I'm
and
always going backwards and forwards to the sink.
No, not at all with this one. You've got a good 45 minutes to an hour before you need to fill it. And also you can fill this at any point in time while you're ironing. Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
there you go. You've got a peace of mind there, haven't you? We've got literally a few seconds before we join ITV1. Stay exactly where you are, because we're going to be getting our houses ship-shape, ready for Christmas. Maybe we've got parents coming around, the in-laws coming around. We want to get it clean. And you know what, talk about ironing. Less time ironing, more time doing anything, quite frankly. But with a Polti, it makes it an absolute breeze. You haven't seen anything yet, so stay with us whilst we join our friends on ITV1. You might be watching on TikTok, you might be watching us on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love Polti.
Merry Christmas!
Yes, a very good morning. How are you guys? Welcome to Shop on TV. It is so good to have your company. My name is Charlie, and it's always a pleasure to introduce our Bev. Bev, good to see you.
Good morning, everybody. Are you well?
I'm really good, thanks. Really good. We're ready to go, aren't we? Because Bev and I, we've had about 3 or 4 coffees.
We have, so brace yourself.
We're psyched up. This is all about getting our homes, our houses, beautifully sparkling clean and ship-shape, ready for Christmas. And we've got the most incredible Black Friday deals. We've got the most incredible iron I've ever seen. We've got cordless vacuums. We've got steam cleaners. We've got all sorts at ridiculously good, and I mean extraordinarily good, Black Friday deals. And on some items, it's free P&P too, so do check them out. We're going to take you all the way through it. But if you haven't seen the show before, you're going to love it. Do you know what? Let's give you a teaser. Why do people love this iron, then, Beth?
Because it is going to cut your ironing time down by over half.
Wow.
So if you iron for 4 hours a week, you will do that same amount of ironing in less than 2. So it's got to be a win-win situation. How does it do it? Well, we give a cooler salt plate, because heat damages, usually, OK?
Yeah.
Cooler salt plate, because a normal iron, it would stick to that. All it's done is flatten the shape, OK? 5 times more steam.
Mine would have stuck to it by now.
Yep.
Made a mess of it.
Of course. 5 times more steam. That's what brings the fibres back, and that allows you to iron on a cushion of steam. So you can iron all the fabrics without doing the damage, but you've still got the power of steam to whisk through denim, cotton, viscose, silks, georgettes, satins, you name it. You can do it with your Polti.
So you've done heavyweight materials, lightweight, all in one pass there?
All in one go. No hard work. The iron's doing the hard work for you.
Joy, do you look at that pile of ironing and you always put it off? It can take hours and hours. If we can dramatically reduce that time to do, well, quite frankly, anything else, then that's going to be a winner. Now, ordinarily, for this, for the Polti, you would expect to pay £149. But this, right, we're busy already. This is our Black Friday deal. The price expires literally in a few hours at 4:30 this morning. £79. Now, we're talking about how amazing this price is. Even if you actually go to Polti's own website, you will see it for a lot more. In fact, usually, well, look, it matches our usual price. So it rockets up to £149. So that is Polti's own website. We've done the research for you, because maybe you want to go to bed or maybe up early for a night shift. It's £79. I would absolutely run for it. Or you can have it on PayPal, don't forget, 3 payments of £27.98, so whatever's easiest for you. But here's the website. If you've never shopped this before, we have new viewers every single day. We have returning customers every single day too. So this is shopontv.co.uk. Click live on air, scroll all the way down, and you will see these amazing offers. Black Friday offers. And do you know what? When you say Black Friday, the pressure's on retail, right? These deals have got to deliver. And oh my word, they did. We haven't got an awful lot of stock on some of these. In fact, do you know what? The red vacuum cleaner, the D-Power, that's actually quite low in stock. We haven't got as much of that as the green. But let's talk about these with Bev. So, do you know what? Cordless, if you can go cordless, it's well worth it, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is the vacuum that I use at home. So consequently, I think it's absolutely fantastic for all floor surfaces, whether it's going to be a carpet or whether it's going to be hard floors, you can use it. And it doesn't matter whether you have the red or the green. It's your choice. They are both exactly the same apart from the colour.
So they stand up right. And, do you know, we're talking about power. I mean, Polti need no introduction. They are so highly renowned for their quality, aren't they?
Absolutely. They don't make, you know, lots of, like, kettles and toasters and things like that. No. They just make steam cleaners, steam irons and vacuums. Really? So all of their hard work and technology goes into designing something that is easy to use but powerful, but also extremely robust. Yeah. It has to be if I'm using it, because I've even dropped it. Yeah, I drop them like anything, to be honest, quite honestly. But the thing is with this, you've got a motorised brush. Now, you probably think, well, I've got a brush that goes round. Not all vacuums are motorised.
No, that's true.
No, they're not. They're driven by the airflow that the machine produces. And the thing is, if you get a blockage anywhere or you get a full container, then the airflow slows right down, so it's not as powerful.
Yeah, I see.
So
the brush is actually, they're motorised, they spin around.
Yeah, it's got its own motor. No, just around that.
I see.
So it's driven by the motor. So whatever you put and get full in here, you still have the same amount of suction power at the bottom.
That's good to know. That's really good
absolutely.
to know. You know what? We're going to have these singing and dancing. Bev and I, we're live here until 3 a.m. with these items. But to be honest, it does depend on how long the stocks last. Folks, if you're flicked on and you're tempted by this, this is all about Black Friday. And we're pulling out all the stops. Black Friday, you have to. You know what? This is better than half price. It's considerably better than the price on Polti's own website, again, for the D-Power vacuum. So do you want the red or do you want the green? Different item numbers. For the red, it's 928472. If you want the green, it's on the You May Likes on the bottom of the screen. Now, by the way, just to save you a little bit of time, if you were to, let's just say, buy the vacuum on its own without the turbo brush, well, on Polti.co.uk it's £299. So it's more money for less. So it makes total sense, folks, to go and buy this on the Shop on TV website, because for £50 less, you do get the vacuum head included. On Fugo.co.uk, you'll see the complete package is £339, which is actually slightly more than our usual price for the bundle. But look, guys, we can't do this deal all the time. In fact, this expires at 4:30 this morning. So if you're tempted, then please don't wait for much longer for it. Now, if you're watching on ITV +1, don't forget, we've got you covered. The price expires at 4:30, but I must remind you, do check the stock on the website, because you're now behind. The stock updates I'm giving you now could well be out of date. Did you hear what I just heard?
I did.
We've only been looking at this for, what, a few minutes?
I haven't switched it on yet.
We barely used it. 20% of the red already gone. When you've got deals like this, so way far better than half price, I would not hang around. So it's 928472. Right, 3 payments of £51.98. We're trying to keep up the stock. Right. 10% of the iron's already got better. We're ready for this.
Yeah, we're ready.
Please, we had that coffee.
What can we do in the last hour?
I know. My jokes are terrible. My dancing is embarrassing. Do you know what? We're going to go back to this very, very shortly. But the steam cleaner, by the way, it's not just any steam cleaner. This is a 2-in-1. So it's your upright for your carpets, your hard floors, but it's also your handheld too. So to help deodorise and sanitise areas around the kitchen, spot cleaning from carpets, all of that. £125 is an absolute bargain on this too. This is our third Black Friday deal. So we talked about increasing the time it takes to iron, or decreasing the time it takes to iron, I should say. We're talking about using the cordless vacuums to clean off floors effortlessly well, and we're also now talking about steam cleaning. normally £199, but now it's £125. But that is for the steam cleaner. I'm blown away by this. Go for that as well, but let's stay with this. This is all about the D-Power vacuum, so £149. But Bev, you can feel the suction power in this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can see. But also, you've got edge to edge as well. So consequently, not only are you vacuuming from what's the front and from behind, you're also vacuuming at the sides as well. Honestly, this vacuum is absolutely awesome. So easy to use.
We're going to have the singing and dancing. We've got more to show with this later.
Yes.
But right now, the Vaporetto,
Quick, run.
This is really, really impressive. Do you know what? If it's going to be in the kitchen, if it's going to be for all around the house, really, to be honest with you, but if it's going to be around the staircases, if it's going to be everything from deodorising wellies, deodorising walking boots, it's great because steam's a natural deodoriser, of course. And don't forget, we're not going to be using any chemicals, just the natural sanitising power and deodorising power of steam. You literally just put tap water into this here. Ergonomic handle. You get the pads, by the way, they're machine washable. So when you take out the washing machine, it's like having a new mop head every single time. You get this, the carpet grinder. So for carpets, for rugs, for your hardwood floors, for your tile floors, it's all about this, the Vaporetto. Normally £199, but now you're saving £74, it's £125. Absolutely run for this one too. 3 payments of £43.98. Right, do you know what? That looks impressive, but I love Bev's demonstrations. Right, so Bev, what should we look at first?
We're going to look at the steam cleaner and we're going to do the carpet. Quite honestly, heat up time is so quick. A minute and you're ready and you're good to go. Also, it has a filter in here, so it filters out any of the impurities that you have, like your lime scale and things like that. So you switch it on. You've got different floor settings. As you can see, it's flashing at the moment, so I'm going to go all the way round to maximum. And all you need to do is just keep pressing the button until you set it. And what it'll do, once it's got up to temperature, the light will stay on, okay? Now, when it's on minimum, you can use that for your wooden floors, your sealed wooden floors. You've got a medium one, which is more for tiles. If you want to use that, you don't want it so powerful. But the maximum one, as you can see, that is the one for your marble floors, your flagstones, that sort of thing, but also for your carpets. So as you can see, we're ready to go. And it's got also a nice large area for it to be able to get more of the carpet done at the same time. You've also got a carpet glider, so that slides onto there quite easily. That's included. And what it does, it swells open the fibres of the carpet. The steam forces the dirt up to the surface, and then you merely just take it away. But also, what it will do, it will literally deodorise any smells that's down there because it kills bacteria. It's working at 120 degrees, so consequently it helps to dissolve bacteria. So if you've got pets, you will never ever have that pet smell in your home because you are killing the bacteria that creates that.
With no chemicals either.
No chemicals whatsoever. Also, what you're doing is you are removing things like your... what comes in? Oh, God, Beverly, come on. Your brain, my brains. Is this coffee?
That coffee, it was the strongest coffee I've made for someone earlier.
Honestly, you could have stripped paint with it.
Well, Ben was flying around earlier.
Yeah, I was.
But we're talking about, so all you use is just tap water, isn't it? You don't use any
just
chemicals.
tap water that's heated to a certain temperature, that will do it. Now, also, you can go from one floor to the next, and so consequently, you don't have to change anything, okay? So what that does, if you notice, when you've used a lot of your steam mops, you will find that they make the floor very wet. So they're not getting rid of the dirt. What they're doing is just over-wetting your floor.
Yeah.
Now, with this one, you've also got a little scrubbing brush at the back, OK, which not many models have. So I just let the steam just go over the surface for a few seconds, and then you can actually use the scrubbing brush.
So you're just loosening the dirt then?
Yeah. and it will just take it a lot easier to be able to move it.
10% of the stock has already been accounted for. This is what I call Black Friday, saving £74. We could well have a sell-out show tonight, they just told me in my ear. So, Bev, you mentioned earlier, because we're not using lots of water, that's especially important on wooden floors.
Absolutely.
As we know, whether it's hardwood floors or even laminate, they can warp, you can damage it.
Well, of course you can. And the thing is with this, you don't want to be over-wet any floor whatsoever, because even a hard floor, a wet floor is a dangerous floor.
This is it.
You know, so consequently, you don't want to be able to do that.
So you're not saturated floor, this is just steam?
No, absolutely. But heated to a certain temperature of 120 degrees, that way will sanitise and help to deodorise. But not only bacteria, also viruses, because it's a high enough temperature to help to kill the viruses. You've also got a cork handle which absorbs perspiration, so it's easy to be able to use.
Yeah.
You can fill this whenever you want to, so you just take that to the tap, okay, and you fill that with the tap water.
So no special water, there's water straight from the tap?
There's a little tiny filter that sits in there, and all that comes with it. That helps to filter out the impurities in the water, like your landscape.
That before. That's because they've thought of everything, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what? Stock-wise, this is not hanging around, okay? We hope it's going to last because we don't know what else we're going to do, but this is the way it goes. We're hopefully live here until 3 a.m. with these deals, but I don't think the stock is going to survive. Saving £74. This would be flying at the usual price of £199, but it's now £125. Right, now that's the steam cleaner. Just to give you a heads up, the vacuum cleaner, a quarter of the stock has gone. I'm blown away by that. A quarter's already gone. So 928472 is the item number. That's going to be the first one to sell out. £328.90. That would be the usual price, but it's way better than half price. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I mean, we can't do this price all the time. In fact, even if the stock does survive, it's going to go up at 4:30 this morning, but that's not going to last. Thanks for that, Beth. So going back to the steam cleaner.
Right. Well, you know the perfume that we've got, that you saw, the Fresco paper, right? You can, because steam doesn't smell of anything, it's just clean. But sometimes you might want to have a fragrance, and that fragrance you pour into the machine. A small amount, about a couple of capfuls.
So just a capful of
just pop that inside there, OK? And then when you want the fragrance to go through the steam, then you press that, which was one's on and off, and then it will send the fragrance through the machine. Ooh. I mean, I quite like the lavender for the bedrooms.
Do you know what? The lavender, I had a cheeky little smell of this earlier.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Some people say it's calming, don't they? The scent of lavender.
And it's a very fresh lavender. Oh. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's very nice.
That is so lovely. So, Joy, if you want 2 bottles of the lavender or 2 bottles of the pine. They say pine, I think it's more like a natural eucalyptus kind of scent, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's a very fresh one.
This is the fresh one, I'd say, isn't it?
Yes.
If you like the pine, then go for it. 862-764. That's £14.90. Wow. You'll see all of this on the website, shopontv.co.uk. We've got lots more demonstrations, so do stay with us. But if you have just joined us, this is all about the Polti Vaporetto. So it's the 2-in-1. It's your upright, yes, for your hard floors. You get that carpet glider.
David.
Yes, if it's for stains, if it's for footprints like we've just removed live. Getting those awkward areas, all these attachments you're looking at on this video, this is what is in the bundle. So everything from around the kitchen to your surfaces, to cleaning your ovens, your microwaves, everything from your shower screens to your tile walls, to freshening up and helping to sanitise children's toys, sofas, freshening up curtains. It just keeps on going on. So this is not just for your floors. This is your ultimate cleaning companion for all around the house. Right, it looks impressive.
It's very impressive, because the thing is, you know, space is a premium, and by the time you've got a a cleaner for your floors and then another cleaner for something else, you're taking up a lot of space, where this, all you need to do is press the button, take the handles out. That now makes into a handheld steam cleaner.
It looks the part too.
Yeah,
you know, when
it
you
does.
It looks robust,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
I mean, the thing is, you can hold it whichever way you want, to be quite honest. You can hold it, you know, in that direction, or you can hold it in that direction. You can also use your handle to be able to do hard-to-reach areas if you want to do high up.
So curtains, for example.
Yeah. Also very good for doing the tiles in the bathroom.
Ah, like the tile walls,
Yeah,
your shower
absolutely.
screens.
Yeah,
yes.
because then also you can put the bottom part of it on, but also put the carpet glider on, and then do the mattresses as well, because you can steam clean your mattresses at the same time.
Ah, I like
and
that.
the pillows, so
When's
you
the
can do
last
that.
time you sanitised and deodorised your mattress?
Well, you
Sofa
don't, do you?
cushions for
Yeah,
some.
absolutely.
Footstools.
So, as I say, heat up time's about a minute, so you're ready to go. When you're using it in the handheld, if you notice, as I said before, you'd got this little tiny buttons which had got minimum, maximum. What you need to do is, when you're using it in the hand one, you always have it on your maximum, because that way it just gives you a little bit more powerful steam to be able to get into places. So, I'll tell
Like a
you what
little
I've been
boost.
doing
Yeah.
today.
Go on.
I've actually been doing my oven.
Oh, right.
Okay, inside the oven, because that's
in my
what
top 3 least favourite jobs around the house, the oven.
Absolutely.
So like
Yeah.
this, for example. So,
Yeah.
oh, right, so the wire rack trays as well.
Yep, you can use all the rest wherever you want to do it. But also you have, the gentleman in there is using this extension pole, because the thing is, sometimes you don't want to be holding it, you want to have your hands free.
I can't believe that.
So this will click onto the bottom of that, and then all of the tools that it comes with sits onto there, and that gives you like a third hand, basically. So it gives you more things.
Well, what's that one? Sorry to
That
interrupt.
is for the tiles.
Because I've seen lots of handheld steam cleaners, but Beth,
Yes.
there are some attachments here I've never seen. This is the biggest bundle of attachments I've actually seen.
But
So that's for your
look at
grouting
the
and so on.
quality of that. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It really is. And that's what we're going to talk about. You've also got all of these tools. Also, you get the cloths. I want to see the actual quality of these cloths. Okay?
And they're machine washable.
Machine washable, no fabric conditioner, and they literally sit on like that.
Joe, we've got lots more demonstrations. Stay with us.
Excuse me?
Do you know what? When I said this is one of the biggest bundles I've seen actually for a steam cleaner, this is everything you're going to get in the bundle. So it's your upright and it's your handheld. In fact, you'll see, we're going to show you everything that's in it very shortly. We're going to be joining our friends on SVT literally in a few minutes' time. So if it's going to be for your upright, for your handheld,
Yeah.
so this is great, I guess, for like your sofa cushions.
Yeah, this you can use it on your pillows if you want to. Also, as I say, your sofas. You can use it on so many areas. Kitchen worktops, kitchen cupboards.
Well, we're going to be looking at all those, aren't we?
We are, yes,
We are
absolutely.
getting through the stock already. Stay where you are on ITV1. Going to be joining STV. Lots more to come. So, Black Friday.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Getting your houses beautifully clean, ready for Christmas. We've got cordless vacuums, we've got the most incredible iron, we've got the steam cleaners, which Ben has demonstrated for us now. But if you go to the website, you will see this and then some. So, shopontv.co.uk. If you click live deals, scroll down, you'll see everything we've got right here. 10% of the iron has already gone. 10% of the green vacuum's now already gone. But when it comes to the red, over a quarter's gone. They are your Black Friday deals. These would be busy at their usual price. But you know, when it comes to Black Friday, You've got to deliver. There is a pressure on retail to really get those prices as low as you can. I mean, on that, for example, the 2-in-1 steam cleaner from Polti, you're saving £74. I cannot believe this. We're going to stay with this. We've got more demonstrations. But I've never seen a steam cleaner that's got so many accessories. People love this. So, flexible steam hose, triangular brush, microfiber cloths. You've got the flat lance accessory in socket. You've got the window squeegee. You've got the small rectangular brush with nylon bristles. You've got the small round brush with nylon bristles. You've got plenty of brushes, everything from your pans to cleaning around your hobs, your kitchen sinks, to the grouting on your bathroom floor and your bathroom walls. It's all there. You get the steam concentrator. You get the little glider for your carpets and your rugs. You get the steam lance, the parking clip. You get the replacement limescale filter and your microfiber floor cloths, which are machine washable. Right. Now, bear in mind, if you would go to Polti website right now, it would be £199, OK? £199. And that matches our usual price. So we're all bang on. We're all very close in that respect. But do not buy it from there. Buy it from us because you're going to save £74. The price goes up at £4.30. You got 3 payments of £43.98 if you buy it from us here on shopontv.co.uk. So yeah, that's the Polti website. But look at our price. Wow. We match the usual price, but saving £74. All it is today is £43.98. Your first payment of 3. Right, 079663. Right, so then, Bev, what are we going to look at next?
Well, I've put the handle in now, and now I'm going to go and do the kitchen cupboards. Also, that could be the kitchen tiles. Also, it could be the coving round the top.
I know, price.
Yeah. Also, you can do the windows as well, because if I take this one off...
So it could be your windows, it could be a shower screen, mirrors. Yeah.
That's your window squeegee, but can I just show you, you've also got a sponge on here, so if you've got bird lime on the actual windows and they're a little bit tough to get off, you've got a sponge to be able to help that. They've thought of absolutely everything, Charlie, for
this.
They have,
haven't they?
But I'm going to show you my favourite tool. OK, I'm going to show you this before I put the socket on. Down the back of the radiators, OK?
No, I've never seen that before.
No. I mean, look how powerful that is, OK? So you can use this to steam garments, you can use it down the back of the radiators, you can do the curtains with it. It also comes with a little tiny socket. So now you can do, like, all those dusty jobs that you can't get to it.
So, Joy, in between, like, the towel rails and so on,
yes.
That's going to be really handy.
Absolutely, that's very, very good. So, as you can see, we're steaming with deodorizing.
Garments, jackets.
Yeah, curtains for a start. All those awkward areas that you can't get to. I dust with steam. I don't use polish or anything like that. I always dust with steam because it breaks down that static charge.
That's it.
And it holds that dust.
Do you know what? I'm thinking behind radiators too.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Dust, cobwebs, all that kind of thing.
Yep.
I've seen lots of steam cleaners over the years. I've never seen an attachment like that. It truly is the most comprehensive set of accessories I've ever seen.
But it's quality. You've got an extension tool. You've even got a triangle tool. Now, the triangle tool is exceptionally good for getting into the corners, especially along the bath. You know, right into the corners.
I know.
Where
the grouting is, the
yep,
sealants.
Absolutely, you can use it for that. And then this one is absolutely brilliant for the grouting. But also, you've got the edge ones as well. So you can get along the grouting, but you can also get around the corner. But that's also very good for going inside the shower and the shower runner, as well as the windows and the doors that's inside there, and that will also get rid of the lime scale that builds up in there.
That's really impressive.
Okay?
So if you're grouting, yes,
Around
all
the
around
toilet.
the bathroom.
Yep.
Now, that's another job I truly do not want to do. Firstly, the chemicals you have to buy in here. You don't have to put your hands anywhere near that. So around the rim of the toilet, again, if it's going to be around the seat, So if it's your shower screens, if it's your windows, you've got attachments for, I think, pretty much every area you want to clean around the home. To have a dedicated grout cleaning attachment too, are they looking a bit mucky? Are they looking a bit brown? They go a bit yellow, don't they? That is absolutely impressive. It's worth every single penny. But of course, not just your handheld, it's also for the floors too. So for the floors, if it's your carpets, your tiles, your hardwood floors, that's going to be ideal too. So, we've got some chopping boards.
Chopping boards. Well, the thing is, we've had a lot of wooden chopping boards have really been in fashion, haven't they, recently? Well, you can't put them in the dishwasher, but obviously you need to sanitise them, or you can use the steam, because you're not using any kind of chemical on there. So if you go to make your sandwich. Oh dear!
Wow!
I didn't realise that
so
was
quite like
that. That's loosened that. That's been sitting in the studio, and that's loosened that dirt. And that's what I say. If you make sandwiches and then you cut a chicken up or something like that, you're stopping the cross contamination.
Yeah, some germs you can't see, can you? Whether it's on your surfaces, whether it's on your floor. So it helps to give you that peace of mind. Absolutely.
Also, can you see this is the actual same size of your plug hole?
Oh,
that's what it's made.
I've never seen one like that either.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you can see, it's also chamfered. So therefore, while you're cleaning, it's not slipping all over everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay? So as you're cleaning, it's actually working into the grime rather than doing that.
Yes.
So, but very good for unblocking drains, because if you put that into the plug hole with your steam on, it forces it down and it helps to remove it. You don't need to buy chemicals. The thing is, we spend about £350 to £450 a year on chemicals.
Well, floor cleaners, you can buy a few for that, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oven cleaners.
Yeah.
So for your kitchen work surfaces, and bathroom cleaner, one for the toilet. It just keeps on going. And that's a lot of money, Beth, we can say.
It is a lot,
Let alone the storage you can save too. We have reached one of the busiest parts of the show with this, the Polti Vaporetto. It's 079663. 20% of the stock is actually in baskets. So if you're tempted by this, I would not hang around. The price expires in a few hours' time at 4:30 this morning, or it is while the stock's last. So again, so that's a filthy oven door we have there.
It is. But the thing is, the power of the steam, it just makes it so much easier, because steam will actually dissolve grease. And so consequently, you're not having to use a chemical, and you're not doing the damage to the actual thing.
Wow.
That is what was in that oven.
Normally I'd be getting, those pastes you buy.
Oh,
you use a bit, and then you lather it on, then you have to rinse it all. But I always worry about rinsing it properly, because that's where food's going to go. So things like air fryers as well.
Oh, you can use it on anything. Microwaves, you can use it on. Always unplug your appliance. Also very good for sanitising your fridge, but also you can use it to defrost your freezer.
Oh, really?
You can defrost a tall freezer in 20 minutes.
Because you don't want your food staying out in the wall for too long. Of course
absolutely.
You don't. Do you? So there we go. It makes all those jobs much, much quicker and easier. But think of the money we're going to be saving on chemicals. And do you know those mops you got? Honestly, when was the last time you changed your mop head? You quite often get to the point where we're taking dirty water back to the tile floor, back to the wooden floor. But here, because you can clean the mop heads, it's like having a new mop each and every time. Right, here's what you get for your money. I cannot believe the amount we've got here. So it's your upright. It is also your handheld too, with 19 accessories. I don't think I've actually seen a steam cleaner with so many accessories, and I've seen so many over the years. But people would generally be buying this, folks, for £199. You're not spending anything anywhere near that. It's £74 off. Run for it. Absolutely run for it. If you don't want to pay £125 all at once today, well, you can spread the cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3. That's 3 payments of £43.98. So it's one today, and that's added P&P, so 079663. There's just so much. We could do hours and hours and hours on the Polti Vaporetto. It's your ultimate all-round home cleaning solution. But we're also talking about ironing. Now, what's your iron like? Do you struggle to get those creases out? Does it take ages to heat up? Are you always going backwards and forwards to filling it up? But I believe we're going to look at the iron next. Right, the price on this iron, this is not just any iron, this is the Polti Vaporella. Normally you're paying a lot more for this. It's £79. Yeah, when I say a lot more, ordinarily £149. To get this for 79 is an absolute bargain. Right, so let's go right from the top.
Okay, right. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go from linen, right, onto something that's going to be delicate, like something like the inside of the goat, because we're ironing on a cushion of steam. Now, this is, just to prove to everyone, pure linen, okay? Now, linen is normally notoriously difficult to iron. And what we tend to do is we go and get the water, we spray it all over the garment, hoping it's going to just soften it, so therefore the creases come out a lot easier. But what you're actually doing is leaving moisture in that garment, which makes it recrease a lot quicker. So with this, you've got super dry heated steam, and so therefore you've got the pressure of the steam, but you haven't got all that moisture. So the recreasing has been cut down quite dramatically. But also, it makes ironing a lot easier. Now that was pure linen, and it just makes life a lot easier. So you either want to have that one, or you want that.
You know what? We know which one we want. Do you know, when I iron, the creases don't just fall out. And my iron gets so hot, it damages my shirts. I can see, like, the grill of the ironing board coming through it. And I can see the outline of the iron on shirts. And seriously, it's terrible. It's all about that bar, or 6 bar pressure on this iron.
6 bar pressure.
6.5
bar pressure. That is how fast it produces the steam inside there and puts it up to the trigger, okay? So the higher the bar pressure. Some steam cleaners are only 3.5 bar pressure, okay? So consequently, that gives you an idea of how powerful this iron is.
Yeah.
Now, for the price that we're doing it today, you can go and buy just a basic iron for roughly about the same money. And what do you do with that? You fill it with about an egg cup full of water. You have to set the temperatures for the different garments. With this, you fill it up, switch it on.
That's amazing,
And it doesn't matter what you iron, you go from one garment to the next.
And you just glide it across.
Yep.
Because the water's not actually in the iron,
no,
so it's
so
actually light as well.
Yeah, it's extremely lightweight. So light because all your water sits there. You can add water to that as you wish. You don't need for it to cool down. My first iron, which I've had over 20 years, and it still goes, it's still a Polti, it still goes. The only reason I upgraded it was because mine was a pressurised cap and I had to wait for it to cool down before I could fill it back up again. But this one, you don't. You can take that and add water to it as and when. Now, blouses, I don't like to see the seam down the blouse. I do on a cotton shirt, but not something that's silk.
Okay.
So if you want to do your sleeves, what you need to do is hold the cuff at the bottom, okay? Pop your iron on the inside, okay? Put the steam through,
Joking.
and iron it from inside.
There's no way
out.
my iron would do that. There's just barely any steam comes out.
No, but that's the thing is it's a pressurised ironing system. It's a professional ironing result at the end of it. And all you're doing is you're putting tap water in there and just ironing. You're not having to set temperatures. You're not having to wait for it to cool down and heat up. Now, that will cut your ironing time down by 53%.
I don't doubt it based on that.
Yeah. So if you iron for 4 hours a week, you'll do the same amount of ironing in less than 2. Or if you actually take ironing in as a business, you can either double the amount that you earn, or give yourself back the time instead.
It could be a little business investment, you never know, based on that. What's the sort of warranty we're talking about here, Beth?
You've got a 2-year warranty on this. Now, the beauty of Polti is we're based in Manchester.
Yeah, register online, by the way, for your warranty.
Yep. So if you have a problem, you pick the phone up. They're actually based in Manchester in England. They will come and collect your product. You don't struggle back to the supermarket or wherever. They'll actually come and collect it. They will either exchange or repair it, and they get it back in your home between 5 to 7 working days. Now, I think that's absolutely amazing. That is for the whole 2 years. Now, after the 2 years is finished, the only difference being is that you would have an estimate for the work, but the service still stays the same.
Still stays the same. Happy days.
Absolutely.
And you know what? People love the customer service when it comes to Polti.
Absolutely.
We get really good feedback for that.
Yeah.
So now something like this, I probably wouldn't even buy a shirt like that because I think it's going to give me jip when I come to iron it. It's going to take me ages.
If you've got something like this, it's a heavy twill. And if you've got something like this for a uniform, chef's whites, all that sort of thing, you want something that's going to give you
That's a
result.
huge difference.
Yeah.
And you can just see, I mean, that's what, in seconds, that becomes that.
An
And you just
instant.
glide, and it's not special water. Is there any magic to this?
No,
just
not
tap
at all.
water.
No, it's just the fact is how it's designed is the fact is you have a cooler sole plate, but you have 5 times more steam because Franco Polti invented this steam system in 1978. So consequently, he patented that idea.
Right.
So this is why he's got the 5 times more steam. Also, that allows you now to do things like vertically iron, because a lot of irons, if you vertically iron for any length of time, what will happen is it drips and it wets everything through and it burns you as it's running down your arm. Because this is a pressurised system, it allows you to do your vertical ironing without worry of that.
I'm really impressed with this.
Isn't it?
Because half the thing is lying it down on the actual board, but that's going to freshen it up too, isn't it? You know what, with that, even for your bedding and so on, because I normally don't bother with that, but if it's that quick and easy, I bet that feels luxurious. Going to those fresh, crisp bed sheets with an iron like that, as quick as that, you may be more inclined to do that. So normally, I mean, look at that price. Normally £149. This would be flying for that price, but this is Black Friday. You know what? When it comes to Black Friday, you've got to deliver because there's prices all over the place. But do you know what? This one here is incredible. If you go to the Polti's own website, whilst we're talking about this, £149. And that's good. That's a fair price. For what you're getting, that is fantastic. But once again, this is Black Friday. This is a limited time offer. The price expires at 4:30 this morning. It's £79. Brilliant stuff. Right, now, T-shirts.
T-shirts, but with an actual imprint on it. Because it's a cooler sole plate, you're not doing the damage. So consequently, you can either iron it on the back if you feel safer and you want to do it that way, or you can hover the iron over the top because the steam is so powerful. But as you can see, I've just ironed straight onto that and it's just got rid of the creases, but left the transfer where it should be, OK?
OK.
So, whatever you pick out...
We've got a stack of iron. If I saw that at home, I'd cry.
Yeah, so would I.
Normally, there's a mountain of things to iron here. But you know what? It's going to make light work of that. So we've got skirts here?
Well, we've got pleats, but the most important thing here is this lurex strip that's running through it, because that would normally be a nightmare to have to iron, because you would have to have a hot enough iron to get rid of the creases, but when you get it too hot, what happens? You damage the fabric. We've all done it, we've all touched, and what do? We do this on the ironing board. We're trying to get rid of the garment that we've melted off on there.
This is it, and I do that.
Yes.
You try and scrape off, you look underneath your iron, it's just that, like, melted brown stuff, isn't it? And it's awful. You can't scrape off, then you damage your ironing board. And because it's not about having a really, really hot iron plate here. It's all about the steam.
It's the steam. Steam gets rid of creases. Heat doesn't. All heat does is create shine.
Right.
So you've got high shine. So if you've ever ironed black trousers and then you look and you've got the shape of the pocket at the back, it's because you've melted that fabric. But because, again, we're working at 120 degrees, because that's what Franco Polti sets the temperature at, we can now deodorise. So things like garments like your jackets that you probably only wore for a couple of hours during the day and you want to refresh, or, you know, it's dropped off the back of the car hook behind the seat and it's fallen down and it's all creased. you can just pop it back on the hanger.
That's so
and
impressive.
use that to be able to refresh.
It could save quite a bit of dry cleaning. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's replacing that, but you know, sometimes when your clothes don't need cleaning, but they're creased, some people take them for the cleaners just for that. Just to gently drop out some creases. That's going to be ideal, folks. Don't forget, it's 3 payments of £27.98. We've had emails come in. We're going to read them out soon. But if you would like to get in touch, it's studio@shopontv.co.uk. It'd be great to hear from you. Right, now, we had a message come in from Alan, wasn't it, I think? Alan's been to Alan. Very good morning. Do you know what? Alan says, oh, you're talking about the steamer. We're going to go back to that shortly. Can you use that to freshen up clothes?
Yes, you can, because it works at 120 degrees, exactly the same. It won't wet them, it will just deodorise them. So jackets and things like that, you'll be able to do that.
There
In
you go.
fact,
Perfect. Alan, great question, thank you.
I do also with mine, Adam, is put the little socket on, which I've shown you earlier, and you can actually get rid of lint and bits of cotton off, you know, of your jackets and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, it will actually do that. And very good for pet hair.
And you know what, talking about fabrics, curtains, freshening up curtains, it's going to be ideal. You know, washing those, bugging those in your washing machine. Maybe they're too big to go in. When was the last time you actually cleaned your curtains? The steam cleaners are excellent for that too. So yeah, great questions. Anything else, please get them in touch. It's important for us to know, or important to you know, that you're getting exactly what you need home. Going back to this, the Polti Vaporella, this is the 2020 steam generator iron. Normally, it would be £149, but now it's £79. It could reduce the ironing time down to half what it would normally be.
53% actually.
Wow.
Yep. And I went down to the weights and measures many years ago, and they made me iron the same identical piles of ironing with different products, different ironing products, and the Polti came out that it was 53% faster than all the irons on the market.
Right, there you go. You can see we've done 4 grows in one go, haven't you, there?
Yes,
right,
absolutely.
OK, now then, you can see it on the website, shopontv.co.uk, but before we have a look on the other deals we got, Mark's been in touch. Mark, thank you very much. Hope you're well, my friend. I particularly like the fact that you can hide the iron cord underneath when it's cooling. It stops the cord getting burned, or caught or burnt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good
well, we'll
point.
talk around the iron.
Because normally you're snagging on it, aren't you? It's a nightmare. It's annoying, that. Mark, I completely understand what you're saying. Ellie was in touch. I love my iron. It is so easy to use. I did struggle, but now I can sit and iron, just leave things on the hanger and iron them. Brilliant, just brilliant. Love the show. Ellie, thank you very much. Yeah, you're right. Because you haven't got to lay everything on an ironing board.
No,
you leave them
in
hanging.
fact, to be honest, Ellie, I do 80% of my ironing. I never get my ironing board out hardly.
So dresses?
Yeah, dresses, everything. I just put it, I wash it. In fact, in summer, I wash them, put them on the hanger, put them on the washing line, and then I take the iron out later on, and I just iron them on the washing line, then they're ready to go back in the wardrobe.
Really?
Honestly, it's so... And your bedding, iron on the bed. Wash, dry, put your bedding back on the bed, take your iron to the bed and iron on the bed.
That's much easier. You're not resting with a big, like a king-size sheet.
Absolutely.
That's going to be fantastic. Right, now, a quarter of the stock here has gone. George, shall we have a look around it?
Yeah,
So how
absolutely.
do we use it?
OK, so when you get it home, you're going to pull this unit out, take it to the tap, fill it with tap water. You don't need to put deionised water or anything like that, because this also is a self-cleaning iron, OK? So if you turn it round, you'll see on the back the buttons, and you see the blue one. That will actually flash at you to tell you when it's ready to clean.
Okay.
So it tells you. So all you need to do to switch it on is just press and hold it, OK? To be able to set the cleaning mode off, you press and hold that for about 10 seconds. That will then kickstart the cleaning. And what that does, obviously you're going to put water into it. What it does, it takes the water through, it flushes the tank out. All you need to do is hold that over the sink or a bowl, because it will flush it out and clean the back of the iron plate.
That's so good to know.
At the same time. Now, also, you've got a lock, so you can carry that, so it's nice and safe as well.
So, do you know when it comes to cleaning, you know, if you ever... Because I've got an iron at home, all that white stuff just comes out there, and that's just lime.
Well, there's two things.
Right.
That white stuff that comes out is actually two things. First of all, there'll be a little bit of lime scale, OK? But majority of it will actually be fabric conditioner, OK? Because nobody ever just measured it when they put the fabric under.
I just
you put
lob
one
it in and hope for the best.
Exactly. So therefore, there's too much in the garment.
It's a good point.
So while you're ironing with the steam, it's actually sucking that excess up into the holes, okay? But the holes then become so full that periodically the next burst of steam will push it out, okay? And so part of that is not only lime scale, it's also fabric conditioner.
That's really good to know. Thanks, Beth. Another question. I love your emails, by the way. Thanks so much, because it's going to help other people watching too. Carol's been in touch. Good morning, Carol. He says, hi, both. How are you? We're very well, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We're very well. Plenty of coffee today, because it's middle of the night. But do you know what? We've got lots more to go through. Can this iron be stored with water in the tank, or does it have to be empty?
No. Store it with water in the tank because it's a separate tank. What happens is it's a plastic tank, so it can't corrode. And then when you're using it, it takes it out of this tank and it puts it into the tank that runs along the bottom. And that's what it does. It pressurizes it and then you use it. So it's perfectly okay to leave your water in there.
I see. And, you know, when you were holding down the button there, you
Yes.
had a consistent flow of steam there.
Yeah, you've also got a boost, so you either just press and hold it and the steam will come out
Alan was
whenever there's
saying
water.
you wanted to see that
Yeah.
from Alan, didn't you?
Oh, sorry, yeah, you've got the steam. You put this onto maximum, onto your little dial here, OK? Now, the reason, let me just turn it that way.
Beth,
There you go,
thank you.
you can see, OK? Right, now, what happens there, you can actually use it as a dry iron. So people who do dressmaking, you can use it for interfacing. So you don't have to have the steam on. So you can go back to using it as a temperature iron. But if you're going to use it like I'm using it, it's on maximum and forget about it, OK?
Well, do you know what? We've reached the busiest part of the show. Thanks so much. We've got so many people online. Don't forget, it gets the case quite often where we've got more people trying to buy something than available stock. So if you're tempted by it, whether it's the iron, the cordless vacuums, we've got the 2-in-1 steam cleaner too, all of them on the website, and all of them are Black Friday deals. John, thanks so much to Bev. We love her demonstrations, we do. Right, now, we said this was busy, didn't we? Wow, I know how much stock we had. I thought we'd have enough to get till 3 o'clock this morning. I don't think that's going to be the case. In fact, 30% of the stock's gone. 30%. We've only been looking at that for, what, a few minutes. And guys, thanks so much. Normally £199. In fact, you would see that price online at Polti's website. It's now £125. In other words, folks, it's Black Friday. You're saving £74, but it's only while the stocks last, guys. So if you're tempted to buy it, add it to your basket and do get it checked out. If you want to spread the cost, interest-free, it's on PayPal, Pay in 3, so you can spread the cost interest-free. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, I mean, why not Christmas presents? But do you know what? Maybe looking forward to getting the Christmas a little bit in ship-shape before you crack on with your decorations, then this is the perfect show to get your house looking spotless. And you're not using chemicals with that. Right, OK, now we've also got the cordless vacuum. Right. We've got 2 different colours when it comes to your cordless. Half of the stock of the red has gone. The red's going to be the first one to sell out. Why is it so popular? We're going to be demonstrating that why, but I know a big reason. It's normally £328.90, OK? It's lowered for Black Friday to 149. I had to double check that. I had to check with our producer. Is that actually right? Because I don't think I've seen it for that price before. I can't believe what I'm seeing. But for this deal, it's market beating for other websites too. In fact, without the actual turbo brush, the actual head, at Polti, it would be £299. But we're 149. And you're getting the brush head. So you're getting more for way less money. And it's also on PayPal, Pay in 3 payments of £51.98. But you know what? When it comes to vacuums, let's be honest, folks, we want to see the suction. How much power does this thing have? I know you're impressed with that, Bev.
Oh, well, I'm that impressed with it. This is the one I use at home.
This is what you've got?
Yeah, it is, honestly. As I stand here, this is the one that, in fact, I had the green one, but you can have whatever colour you like, because, quite honestly, they're both exactly the same apart from the colour. Now, I want to just show you the head before we start, OK? No brushes, because they're finding out over the time that brushes tend to scatter more debris than it's actually taken. But also, if you look under a microscope, they actually can scratch a floor.
Can they?
Okay?
Right, I
yeah.
bet.
Because of how many fast the revolutions
They sort
are.
of brush the dirt out of the way of the vacuum, don't they?
Absolutely.
I thought that seems silly.
So this is what they're doing now. They're actually changing and putting different types of material to find the finer particles of dust to take that in. Also, they put this strip all the way round to be able to pick up those really fine bits that you can't necessarily see. So that takes it into there. Okay, so it's a motorised brush. It's not just driven by the airflow going through the machine. So that's why it's always powerful. But this vacuum...
Because I wouldn't buy a cordless without a motorised head.
No.
Because that helps.
Exactly.
That, in addition,
Yes.
with that incredible suction, it's a powerful combination.
Just have a look at the front of the machine. Actually takes it into the machine before I get to it. And I'm going nice and slow so you can see it. Yep. So consequently, you are not having to go over the area. You're not going backwards and forwards and wearing yourself out. You're allowing the vacuum to do the work. Now, I'm going to tell you there's something this machine has that nobody knows until you've got it, okay? Right? So on this, you've got 3 settings. So when you switch it on, you've got normal setting, which is this one, okay? If you press that one, that is now maximum. So that increases the suction. But if you press this one, it's auto.
Oh.
All right? So as you go over something now, I want you to listen to the motor, okay?
Yeah.
Right?
It knows when there's more dirt there.
Exactly. So if you go over...
I'm impressed.
Right, okay. And
So
then
this is high tech. This is high end.
high tech. Now it's happy that that's
So
got,
it's
that's
saving
clean.
power when it can.
Exactly. So if I go over here,
Oh, I'm really impressed then.
well, you wouldn't think I'd have just any old vacuum,
No,
would
if this
you?
is the one you choose, because you can use any vacuum.
I can.
You've used a lot over the years, haven't you?
I
And this
certainly
is
have.
the one you choose.
Yes. You see? So therefore, it's detecting the dirt that you can't see. So that means that if I do underneath an area like this, okay, right? Okay.
I'm impressed. You've got headlights on this. The LED lights.
So if I put that on there, oh, you see, I can't see that.
Yeah. Wow.
Now it's changed again.
So under the bed, under the sofa, under the coffee table. Because
There
you
you
know
go.
what puts me off cleaning actually is moving stuff out the way
Exactly.
and moving back.
Exactly.
Occasionally you might have to, but do you know what? When you just give it a whip round, you don't
Yeah.
need to. You
No,
just don't need
not
to.
at all. And the thing is as well, you can...
Yeah, what attachments do we get?
Yeah, we get this attachment with it.
Flying,
okay.
by the way. The red's going to be the first one to go. If
Right.
you want the red, you do need to be faster than that.
This is also your dusting brush, okay? So if you slide that down now, you've got a crevice tool. Now, I like that idea because I'm very good at losing things. And now, with that, it's attached, so I can't. So I know exactly where that is. So, you know, if I want to
Talking
go...
from experience there, Ben.
Yeah. So if I really want to go really high up, I've also got that nice soft bristle that I'm not doing any damage.
I like
Okay?
that. Do you know what I like to use that for? You know when you clean and you know you're vacuuming the top of your skirting boards?
Yes.
Because honestly, I forget to do that. You see a layer of dust.
Yes.
The brushes, if it wasn't the brushes, they'd be scratching it.
Like
But
this,
the
you mean?
brushes are going to ensure you don't scratch or minimise it, put it that way, the
Yeah.
tops of your skirting boards. That's going to do a thorough job. So if you just paint it, you don't want to scratch it.
No, not at all. Also very good for going round the toilet, also round the back of the wash basin. You know, areas that you can't see very easily.
Behind the radiator.
Behind the radiators. Very good for getting down the radiators because this nice round pole, but it's aluminium.
Right.
Okay, so it's lightweight. Okay.
Do you know, I have to park on the street at home because do you know what? Rather than pay someone else to vacuum out my car,
Yes.
I did have a corded one. one, and I never used to be able to do my car because I'd worry about people tripping over the cable on the pavement, because again, I park on the street. So that, because it's completely cordless, you've got that complete freedom. You can just nip out into your car. I actually just sit in my car and just clean around it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so much easier. You can save a lot of money by getting it valid.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my drive is like this, OK? Right. And I used to have to put the vacuum up at the top on an extension and do it quickly before it came all the way down the actual drive, because, of course, it wouldn't sit on a level. I was so glad when these came out, because now, like I've said, now this is the quality of these tools. If you put your extension tool inside your vacuum at home, would it be able to take the weight, or would it just drop out? That is proving quality.
I would absolutely drop out, be all over the floor.
So now not only have you got a machine that will do low down, it'll also do high up, but also you've got a handheld one. So now you can go and do round the buttons in the three-piece suite.
Yeah.
But look at the power that you've got.
You can see it drawing it to the vacuum.
Absolutely. It's getting there before I am, basically. And that is so easy to be able to change these tools that you're not struggling. So if you've got dexterity problems, it makes it a lot easier.
Well, now, it does. John, when was the last time you did behind the sofa cushions? Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You forget these things, don't you?
Of course you do.
Places.
Now, if you've got pets, I would suggest that you just get this vacuum just because you've got the pets,
right.
OK? Because this comes with it this time. It doesn't usually. Now, these are £79.
Right.
Right?
OK.
To buy.
You might find it around for, let's say, $39.90, but
they've got a Black Friday sale.
I mean, do you know, it adds up normally, doesn't it?
Yeah,
do you know, on the Polti website, the vacuum's £199, but it doesn't come with that. Sorry, $299, but it doesn't come with that attachment. So here, you're getting that included, and it's for less money than just the vacuum on its own on the Polti website. So, in other words, you're getting a lot more for a lot less.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Now, this is a turbo brush. This has its own motor, OK? So that makes this as powerful as the big one, OK? Now, when these first came out, this was £79 to buy,
yeah.
OK?
Because you're talking about the original prices way back.
Yeah, absolutely, when it first came out. But also with this, if you notice, it's got that part, OK? Now, what that does, if I turn it round that way, you'll see. So if you've got a three-piece suite with buttons, and of course it's not smooth, it's got a shape and it undulates up and down, that actually will alter to the shape of the thing you're asking it to vacuum, whether it's your mattress, and it will get in all the nuts.
So footstools and so on.
Also gets the nuts and crannies.
So it helps you give it like a contoured fit.
Exactly.
That's really clever.
Yep, and you've got this special material that goes round, but also you can take this out and you can wash it and clean it as well.
Joe, we're talking about sofas. I do worry about dust mites and things. You'd use that attachment, what, for your mattresses, would you?
Absolutely, yeah. And that will fit onto the end of here, and that way you would do it. Now, OK? Now, what I'm going to say to you is a tip. When you've got this one in, don't be tempted to press down while you're vacuuming with it.
OK.
Just let it go very lightly over the surface. That increases the rotation of the brush, and it will actually help to pick it up quicker.
Oh, I see. Could you do like your staircases with that?
Oh, stairs,
because
brilliant
do you know
for
what?
that.
Honestly, I think stairs is the most awkward thing. Firstly, the cable, if you've got a corded vacuum, it's never quite long enough, is it? You always need that extra metre, don't you, you know? But do you know what? When it comes to the stairs, this is absolutely perfect. Because you can use it like this. Or I'd actually be inclined, I'd start at the top one, I'd have it as a handheld.
Yes.
Or you know, without the actual pole, and I could just walk down and just glide all the way down the stairs.
Well, if you think to yourself, this is how I used to do it, right? You'd take it, you'd find the PowerPoint, so that's that. Then you go go halfway because for some reason they only ever made vacuum cords long enough to do half of stairs. And in England, we always have 13 stairs, okay, for why?
Yeah.
That's the standard thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so then you have to go all the way back down and plug it. Then you walk all the way back up to the top of the
exactly
stairs.
what I had to do.
And then plug it in and then go back the bit that you've missed. So we're now...
But that's what puts you off doing the job in the first place.
Exactly.
It's the bending up and down, it's the cables.
Yeah.
If you've never actually experienced the freedom of using a cordless vacuum, it is worth every single penny. You're bound to think, why did I not get one sooner? But they do vary. There is no way I wouldn't get one without a motorised brush head. This has got that. So it spins round, and that combined with the suction power is a very, very powerful combination, folks. So, deep pile carpet, rug, short pile?
Yeah, absolutely, whatever you want to use it for. And the thing is, you know, it just makes life a lot easier.
Right.
Because that way you are not struggling trying to find a PowerPoint and you can do absolutely everything. Your three-piece suite, your curtains, you can do your mattress, all your floor surfaces.
Right, you're absolutely sorted, aren't you? All you've got to choose is which colour do you want to get home. Do you want the green one Bev's using or the one I've got in front of me here, the red? The red, was that 50%? 60%. Right, this is not slowing down. The red's still going to be the first one to sell out. 3 payments of £51.98. So that's 928,472 for item number. Normally for the bundle, £328.90. But yeah, it's £51.98 a day. Get it on PayPal, pay in 3 if it helps you, folks. But yeah, you've got that multi-cyclonic system. So that is all about pure suction power. But plus, of course, you've got that motorised brush head. There's no way I'll get a cordless vacuum without one of those. You've got that. And even that attachment there, that is motorised. So you've got a powerful combination here.
Charlie, sorry to interrupt, but I was just saying, what we haven't told you is that it's got 4 stages of filtration.
Oh, yes, of
4
course.
stages of filtration, and all of it's washable. You've got 2 HEPA filters inside there. So everything, if you're thinking to, you know, you've got allergies and things like that.
So they're HEPA filters?
This is the thing, the vacuum that you want. 4 levels of filtration. It's filtering out the tiniest microns.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
And do you know what? So if you're an allergy sufferer, this is designed to help with that. It really is. And people buy it actually based on those reasons, don't they, really?
Yeah.
It's quality filtration you get. And that comes with, of course, the vacuum. Joe, we're just pausing the vacuum for a second. We've got lots on the show. We've got lots of Black Friday deals. We've got steam cleaners, steam mops, we've got vacuums, we've got irons. But while we're talking about the irons, Rich has been in touch. One question, if they can answer it. What plug does the iron have? Is it the UK 3-pin or the European 2-pin?
No,
it's the 3-pin UK.
Yeah, it comes as you would normally do as an actual normal English plug. 3-pin. The one on the website you probably looked at is 2-pin because obviously all the photos, images are from Italy.
Oh, from Italy. That's all it is.
right.
So yeah, whatever electrical appliance you're buying from the items on the live show, it's all UK plugs, 3 pins, rest assured there. But great question, Richard. Thanks for identifying that. People love this. By the way, Emma was in touch. I had the green Polti before because, Hayley, Green the presenter, made my choice easy. Do you know what? I know Hayley's a big fan of this. Do you know what? It really is. And do you know what? Hayley's been doing this for many, many years. And when she's seen a lot of vacuums on live TV, and I know she's a big, big fan of this one, among other presenters here. And do you know what? I think it's great. It's got the suction power. It's lightweight. It stands upright on its own. It's your handheld. You get the accessories, the attachments you need for, well, around the car. If it's going to be around the sofa, it's going to be absolutely perfect. But I think all around the house. But honestly, as soon as you start appreciating and get a cordless vacuum home, you will wonder why you didn't buy one earlier. I don't want to be cliche about this. You just think, I've got no cable. You just glide around the house and then stick it back in the cupboard under the stairs. OK, you do need to check out your baskets, guys. Please don't miss out on these deals. This is Black Friday deals. Now, sometimes with Black Friday, they last until what they call Cyber Monday, then maybe even a week after that. This is actually only a Black Friday deal show until 4:30 a.m. this morning. If you've just flicked on, we are live here on ITV1, on STV, on Freeview 89. You might watch us on TikTok. Hello, TikTokers. Maybe on YouTube, wherever you're watching from. This is a live show. We've only got, what, about another, or just over another 2 hours before the price goes up. So if you're tempted, I would not hang around. Well, a bit longer. You got until 4:30 this morning, put it that way. But it does depend on how long the stocks last. I do know that the red one is going to be the first item to sell out if it carries on like this. But maybe you want the green, a large percentage of the stock that has already gone. So it's 956-930. So if we're talking about getting our houses shipshape for Christmas, maybe got the in-laws coming around, maybe got guests coming around. You want to be proud. I understand that. It's nice to be house proud, isn't it? But we've sorted all of the vacuuming, whether it's your sofas, whether it's your upholstery, your carpets. Now we're talking about steam cleaning. Right, so when it comes to steam cleaners, lots of them do vary. This
Yes.
seems to be one of the most robust one I've seen.
Absolutely, because what happens is with the steam cleaner, a lot of them, unfortunately, are no better than a boiling kettle.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, you know...
It's true that, you know.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And I hope that hasn't put you off others in the past, because this is different.
Yeah, absolutely different. This is super dry heated steam, so consequently, it's hotter temperature and it is more powerful. So things about your carpets, for instance, everything gets put in the carpet. It takes 8 steps for you to walk across the carpet, for you to wipe off whatever you've stepped in outside on the high street, if you've been to the public conveniences or whatever. You've walked across your carpet, it takes 8 steps to wipe it off.
And do you know, when I fill up my car, I worry about diesel on my shoes and things like that.
Yes.
I hate the smell. It makes me feel ill,
Yeah,
actually.
it does. It
and I
makes
just
you
think,
sick.
what am I walking into my house? Yeah, you do worry.
Absolutely. So consequently, you want something that's going to sanitise that surface, but not do the damage. And so, therefore, if you put chemicals onto carpets, what happens is that chemical sticks to that fibre and then you stick to it, because as you walk on, it's the sticky residue that's left behind.
Yeah.
So if you're sticking to it, that means dirt's sticking to it a lot quicker. Now, what steam does, it swells open the fibres and it releases the dirt that's trapped inside. But it also kills bacteria, so consequently, you won't have any smells of animals, you know, if you're cooking or smoking. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely must.
You won't have that. Now, you get the carpet glider with it.
Right, so that just clips on.
Yeah, so you just pop that on and clip that on. Also very good for doing the mattresses and your three-piece suite. Put the carpet glider on because it just helps to go across the top of the material.
And it's machine washable, of course. You just bung it in the washing machine. Yeah. So you've got various different settings here, haven't you?
Right. You've got 3 floor settings here, so because you can use this on sealed wooden floors. Not all steam cleaners you can, because it overwets them. You've got one that's a little bit more powerful, which is good for tiled floors or your harder floors if you've got lino, things like that. And then you've got maximum. Now, maximum is what you would do your carpet on, because what that does, it doesn't alter the temperature of the steam. What it does, it actually gives you more power of the steam. So therefore, you need that high power for it to penetrate through the fibres of the carpet. And literally, you just slide it over, not hard work, but look how it turns. So if you've got awkward areas or underneath the actual three-piece suite, or you want to go around the back of that, or underneath a table, or around your dining room chairs, you can do that. And so consequently, you are sanitising that surface, and if you notice, it's bringing the pile back.
Oh, you just beat me to it. Do you know what? Let me kneel down, because I want to... It's just plumped up. It really has.
It
Do you know
has.
what? People love using steam cleaners just like this one to go around high traffic areas.
Yes.
You know, when you walk them down the stairs, it's the middle bit that gets a bit flattened, doesn't it?
Yeah,
or the
flatten
middle
the
bit,
pile.
the hallway. And if it looks just, does it? Because that sort of thing would annoy me. My eye just goes to it.
Yes.
But if this is a natural way of just rejuvenating that pile, and it could well feel like a new carpet. Do you know what? It's a bit divisive, isn't it? Some people like, you know, when you can see the pile.
Yes,
like the
lines you put in when you're vacuuming.
Honestly, if you think it looks impressive after you've vacuumed, just look forward to those incredible, that sense of texture you get when you steam clean it. But on any carpet, it's going to
you can use it on
lift
any.
it.
Yeah,
It's bound
rugs,
to.
anything you can use it on. But as I say, if you've got pets, it's absolutely invaluable because it will totally get rid of any of the smells. I mean, you might be puppy training or you've got, you know, cats or things like that. And they'll keep going in the area because they can smell it, you know, the scent. If you use steam, you will neutralise that scent completely, so it stops them reoffending in that area.
This is it.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to cleaning floors, I worry, especially if you've got little ones crawling around, if you've got pets with their paws, you know,
Absolutely.
the chemicals, I do worry about it. And sometimes they're little, I don't always like the scent you get from those cleaners, especially the cheaper ones, you know. But I just think we are a bit more conscious these days, putting them, pouring them down the sink. Where do you, some people pour buckets of water down or fill with chemicals down the toilet and so on, and throw it out into the garden, and people get more conscious about this.
It goes into the water table.
Yeah, where's that going?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know that nice carpet smell, that when you've had a new carpet?
Oh, I love that.
Do you
If
know
only
what
that
it is?
stayed. Go on.
Formaldehyde.
Wait.
Yes.
What do you call it?
Formaldehyde, yeah. That's what your new carpet is coated with.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
So
I'd buy that in bulk. Honestly,
it's all right, you'll have some one day.
I'll have some one day. One day. But you know, it's a lovely smell. But you know what? It's the lifter. You know when when your carpet is fresh and it's brand new, you feel it when you walk around in your socks and your bare feet. Oh, it's soft. You don't want that to go, do you?
No,
this is going to help
this is
rejuvenate
going to
it.
bring that back.
Bring that back.
Yeah, because, you know, with the steam iron, we put that on that piece of fluff. What happened is it just swelled the fibres and made them stand back up. You've probably moved furniture in the past and put an ice cube down to remove the indentation.
Right.
Right? Don't need to. Just run your steam mop over it. It just literally stands
Pumps it up,
to
doesn't
attention.
it? And it's just water. All you're using is tap water. And I think, honestly, buying something like this, especially a 2-in-1 steam cleaner, start think of the money you're going to save long term. Because you haven't got to buy chemicals anymore, you know. I mean, floor cleaners could be £2-3 for just your tiles. Then you could buy specialist wood ones. You know, it could be up to like £8 worth maybe just then. Then it's a bathroom cleaner. Then it's a cleaner for your work surfaces. Then it's your oven cleaner. One trip to the supermarket, you can spend, I don't know, let's say £20-30 on cleaner. And then a few months down the line, you might be replacing them. So this can really pay for itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as I say, like we've said, you know, £350 to £450 a year on chemicals. And Rob Allwood made a very good point, which I mean I didn't realise because, as I say, I don't use them. Is the fact is when you use a chemical, you know, the sprays, if you read on the back of them, it tells them to leave them for 7 to 10 minutes on some of them.
Do you do that? I didn't know that.
No, and that's why I say everybody sprays and wipes. You know, because I think that's what they think.
I am a spray and wiper. I do spray and wipe. Yeah.
Absolutely. So consequently, you're not sanitising. Like when you buy a mop and bucket, the only time that mop is clean is when you take it out that packet and you put it in the water.
Yeah.
As soon as you go across the floor and then put it back in, all you're doing, the water. And then all you're doing on the next one is screwing it out and you put in whatever germs you've picked up there, you're now transferring it to another part of the floor.
You're dragging around dirt,
Exactly.
aren't you?
So if you think how many times you probably have a mop head before you decide to change it, honestly, if you looked under a microscope, you'd be horrified.
Yeah.
This is 120 degrees. This is killing 99.9% of germs and viruses.
Joe, I've seen demonstrations with UV lights and all sorts with steam.
Yes.
And people, it really does make the point because it can help get rid of the bacteria, the viruses that we can't see. For example, we'll talk about bacteria. You know, if you're chopping chicken and you drop, it's a bit wet sometimes, isn't it? Some of the juice from the packaging, it goes on the floor. You can't see that easily when it's dry. So if you give it a quick go with the steam cleaner, it's going to help to kill that bacteria. It's peace of mind. That's a big reason why people love that sanitising power of steam. And this isn't just any deal. £199 is actually very competitive. Now, I've seen various different deals. I've seen so many steam cleaner bundles in the, 12, 13 years I've been in shop and telly. I have never seen such a large pack of accessories that comes with a steam cleaner, genuinely. But you're not paying £199, you're saving £74. But this is Black Friday. This isn't a Black Friday event with this deal that runs for days or weeks. No Cyber Monday. It's for this show, and it's going to expire at 4:30 this morning. So we've only got a few more hours to get it home. That's if the stocks last. But when it comes to accessories, there's a big list of them there. Can you show us what we get for our money?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, this is the upholstery brush, OK? So you can use it on your upholstery. It comes with a socket, OK? You get one of these, I think, or you might even get two. You also get the one that goes onto the long tool.
That's, but I haven't seen anything like that. Oh, it's that one, isn't it?
Yep, that one like so.
I haven't seen that before.
You also get the triangle ones. All these are washable, so you can wash these. Very, very good quality. And also you get two of your floor ones as well, which are all washable. Just don't put any fabric conditioner in, because obviously it stops absorbency, but don't worry if you do, just wash them again. But I would suggest when you do buy this is to wash your cloths before you use it, because it's like towels. You need to wash them to get rid of whatever, that's close.
Because they help to grip and lock in the dirt, don't they?
Yeah.
All these attachments, especially the microfiber, all the cloth.
Absolutely.
And that together with that powerful sanitising benefits of steam is a very, very good combination. It's a powerful combination.
It is a powerful combination.
So what's that bit?
Now, this is the filter that goes in there, because obviously we want to be convenient for you, so therefore we want you to use tap water. We don't want you to have to go and buy deionized water. So if you've got a lime scale, that'll help to remove the lime scale. It comes already with the machine, so you've got one to get it started with. I'm just going to remove the handle, because just to show you, this is where the water sits. You don't have to remove the handle to take this off. It's just I'm showing you. But that's, you take it to the tap, that's where you fill it up with tap water. Also, that's where your filter sits inside there.
Oh, yeah.
To know when to change it, this will go very dark, OK? It'll go like a dark orange colour, so you'll know that it's ready to change.
I personally haven't seen a steam cleaner that has that before, like removable filters. I don't think some even have filters. They just blow out the steam, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's it.
This is high end. This is the real deal we've got here, you know. For £199, I'd say grab it. It would still be busy at that price. It's the standard price you'll see everywhere for this. Well, lots of places put it that way. But now it's £125, but it's only that deal literally for, what, about another 3 hours until 4:30. But we don't think the stock's going to last until then. If it keeps going like this, I don't think it will. So 079 663. If you've never shopped this before, we are live here. This is Shop on TV. We're live here on ITV1, on STV, on YouTube, on TikTok, on our own Freeview channel, of course, with as many different places you can watch us. But we've had such a busy show. If you've never shopped this before, head to shopontv.co.uk, click live deals. In fact, let's show you this. Click live on there. Scroll down and you'll see all of these deals, but we're talking about the deals, so you see them all at the bottom. You've got the steam cleaner there, you've got the steam iron, you've got the 2 vacuum cleaners, the red, the green, all the giftable ideas there too. So it's the easy way to shop. Add it to your basket and get them checked out. Now, if you have got any questions, you can message us through the website there, and you can watch us on YouTube as you're ordering, so go for it. But yeah, any questions, if you want us to be able to reply to you, the best thing to do then is to email studio@shopontv.co.uk. That's the email address. I'm really impressed with this. So we've done carpets, we've done hardwood floors. Earlier on today, we did ovens.
Also,
everywhere.
with this machine, you can do sealed wooden floors as well, because you've got an actual setting for your sealed wooden floors, which is that one just there. OK, so you can use it on your sealed wooden floors. Now, not all steam cleaners that you can, but you can with this one. You've also got one, it's for hard floors, not necessarily always tiles. That could be flagstones, that could be anything. You've also got one that's powerful, more powerful, which is your maximum, which I would do the carpets and things like that on. And also, if you're going to use it as a handheld one, its maximum is the one that you would have it on. Okay, so in your handheld position, you've taken both of those two off. You've actually got a trigger which sits underneath the unit, so you can either use it that way, or if you wish, you can turn it over and you can use it that way. It's entirely left to you. You can also use this inside it to be able to do high to reach areas like your tiles, like your windows, all that sort of area. All you need to do is just set it to go, which I'm going to put it on to maximum. And then when you're ready, all you need to do is pop the trigger on.
Wow.
And it's virtually instant, okay? Now,
It's very responsive, isn't it?
it's very responsive. And the thing is as well, because it's powerful and it's a higher temperature, you're killing a wider spectrum of bacteria and drugs. Drugs?
Not that.
I am not having 3 coffees before I come on again.
But no, what we mean is like helps you kill bacteria, viruses and so on.
I've had a rough week.
I know, but we really appreciate it, honestly. We love your demonstrations. And do you know what? We learn so much from you, literally, with these deep cleaners. And whether it's the ironing, we've got the vacuum on the show, and
We
then
have
we've got more
got
demonstrations
quite
to
good.
stay with us, you know. Oh, by the way...
Oh, my
right,
goodness.
you know that red vacuum? Do you know we said this is going to be the first one to sell out? Well, it is actually now limited stock, and this is the vacuum. It's £149. 928472. We're down to the last few on this one. It's a Black Friday deal, limited stock, if everyone checks out now. 3 payments of £51.98. So you want to spread that cost interest-free using PayPal, then go for it. Wow. Absolutely wow. Do you know, if you go onto Polti's website, it's £299 for actually just the actual vacuum itself. And that doesn't include the add-on, the brush attachment there, which is great, obviously, for doing your stairs and your mattresses and all sorts. But do you know what? £149.99 is far less than those other websites we're advertising now. And also, you're getting a lot more for your money. So in other words, you get the attachments, you get the full bundle for a lot less money. Wow. 928472. Brilliant stuff. OK, right. Do you know what? When it comes to cleaning around the house, you've got those vacuums, you've got the red or you've got the green, we've got the iron on the show, and we've also got another Black Friday deal, which is the 2-in-1 steam
Can I
cleaner.
just say you've got limited stock on the green, and the green's
Did
not
we?
yes, green's not limited.
Oh, well, it's the red that's limited
It's
stock.
red that's limited,
Well
yes.
spotted, well spotted. Right, do you know... do you know what?
It's all right, we've all had 3 coffees, I tell you.
We're going to sort of... There's something else in that,
it was
I think,
the
you know.
green picture.
I'm not getting involved. I ain't getting involved. But what you know
Anyway,
is-
this is the this is the base of the machine.
Welcome to the live show. Do you know, when we're this busy, we're all trying to keep up with ourselves, seriously. We've got numerous Black Friday deals that are ending in about 3 hours. Wow. Joe, it's been a brilliant show. Thanks so much for joining us. We love all of your emails too, so email us in studio@shopandtv.co.uk. Oh, by the way, so Alan's been in touch. Thanks again, Alan. Do you know how many cloths we get? We get plenty.
We get 2 of these. Oh,
Two of the big ones. 2 of the big ones. You've got 2 of the small ones there. You get your socket and your long socket. And it's also good because you get to say socket. But do you know what? If you do want some more, I believe, Alan, you can go directly to Polti and you should be able to buy spare ones should you need them. But you've got plenty to keep you going, and they're all machine washable there. Right, 0793663, that's 079663. Add that to your website, type it in the search bar, or if you go to the website, click Live Deals, scroll down, and you'll see them all right there. In fact, you know what? Let's show you that again. It's so easy to order. Here it is. There's that steam cleaner. There's the iron. You got your 2 vacuums. By the way, if you want to add in some deodorizer for the steam cleaner, well, you got a choice. Do you want 2 of the lavender or 2 of the pine? We say pine. Do you know what? I think it's more like a eucalyptus, that kind of thing. It smells so fresh, quite invigorating. It's beautiful. But the lavender. I find it so soothing personally, so calming. I love it. It's beautiful. Do you know what? Hey, I'll tell you what you might do. You might buy the lavender for your bedroom, and then maybe it's going around your hallway, the entrance to your house, maybe in the kitchen, you're going to have that fresh pine smell. Who knows? You might be going for both. Whilst it's in stock first, you need a capful of 2 per tank of water. So pour it directly into your steam cleaner. It is easy. Joy, imagine having that actually, if you're using this to clean your car seats. Put some of that deodorizer in there. Now we're talking.
Isn't that a good idea?
Right. What would you say are some of your highlights?
It goes in there.
Oh, yes.
Okay, that's where it goes into your head of the machine. Sits inside there, and then all you need to do is, when you want it to permeate your room, is just press that and it'll come on. So when the steam goes through, it sends it through. See, because when you've cleaned with steam, it doesn't smell of anything.
Yeah.
It's just fresh, it's just clean.
This is it.
You know, sometimes you might want to put sort of fragrance around the room. And let's face it, it's a lot better to do it with that than having to spray an aerosol, which is a chemical all the way, because this is all natural.
Yes.
Okay? So you're putting that in, and as I say, it stays in the atmosphere. Stays in the atmosphere a lot longer because of the steam. Isn't it lovely?
I want that in my house,
It's
honestly.
not like your grandmother's knickers drawer, you know, that used to be.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah. So, lavender...
Who's been in my drawers?
It's not like that. It's a very fresh...
Have you seen David laughing at us over there? There's something going on TikTok, because we're live on ITV1. On TikTok, join the guys on there too. There's something going on.
No, you don't put it in your knickers. I said it was not a lavender that smells like your grandmother's knicker drawer.
Yeah. There's an image. You know what? Is it going to be... They're being very rude in my ear now. Would you like the 2 pine or would you like the 2 lavender? I think we've covered the deodorizers now.
Yes, I think we have. Anyway, that's eucalyptus, it's not pine. But anyway.
Right. So
okay,
now,
let's
the
start.
accessories. What do we use this one for, by the way?
That can be used for virtually anything, right? Okay?
Yes.
You can use it for your kitchen cupboards, right? You can use it for your kitchen worktops. You can also use it for your upholstery. You can use it for the bath, the shower doors.
Yes.
Anywhere that you want. You can use steam on any washable surface you have. All these do is just take and put into the washer. They've got a little tiny blue line that runs through it. That's actually the scrubbing line, okay? So if you feel that, that's stiffer. Yeah, okay.
I didn't know that.
Now, that just gives that little bit more oomph. Also, this part here, these little tiny strand, okay, is finer than a human hair.
Right, OK.
OK? But there are so many of them, that's what makes that absorbency, OK? So no fabric conditioner when you wash them. That is your carpet glider, but don't just use it for carpet gliding. Pop that onto there, take that, do the mattress. Put your lavender scent inside there, go and deodorize your mattress, OK? Yes. So you can do that. Also, you've got a larger surface if you want to use it to do the tiles in the bathroom, let's say.
All right.
But if you take that off, OK, I just want to show you this. Now, if you can see this, they haven't done all these nice wiggly lines because they thought it looked pretty.
Oh, I thought that was just abstract, Bev.
No, it is there for a reason, OK? So when the steam comes out, instead of having loads of holes across the bottom, which can block in any steam if you have high lime scale.
Right.
What they've done, they've designed a more powerful jet of steam. So they use this, the steam dissipates through each one of these. So it's sending that one full jet of steam all the way across the whole of that part of that unit. which makes it a lot more powerful.
It's the distribution.
Distribution,
really,
yeah, dissipates it all the way
I
through.
mean, the science, the engineering work that's got into this.
That's what I mean.
Again, I mean, I've genuinely seen a lot of steam cleaners. Some I wouldn't go for, and maybe you've been put off steam cleaners from other brands, poor quality ones. Please don't let that put you off. Try this, because it's reasons why where you truly see a difference with Polti. Honestly, I mean, we could talk about this for so long. We really, really could. Every single attachment is so well built. Even the way the carpet glider clips on, it's what I call that click of confidence. You know, when things just feel very bust.
It does.
Really does.
I mean, look at the joint of that.
These things before.
Yeah. I mean, the joint of that they've got there, I mean, that's substantial. I mean, it's not something that you're going to put on and then as you turn around, it falls back off again. So if you don't want to hold this part, you could actually put that on there and then put all your tools onto the end of there, and this could sit onto the worktop if you wanted it to, so it gives you a third hand. So all these tools will fit on either the base of here or it fits directly onto the machine. Now, the triangle one, that's good for getting into corners and hard to reach areas. Very good for the corner of the bath, because it gets right into that corner.
Shower trays,
and the shower trays, OK? Also very good for inside the oven, because you can get right to the back
right in the corner.
Yep. This one's just a general cleaner. You can use that for absolutely anything. Whatever you want. Barbecues, if you want to use the racks of the barbecue, you can clean it. I've even cleaned, patio furniture. I've even cleaned my patio furniture just using steam. So that one's a generic one. You can use it whatever you like. Now, this one is a bit of a sexy tool, I think, this one, OK? Because you've got 3 levels of cleaning bristles, and you've got a row of bristle brushes. Now, you try saying that at 2 o'clock in the morning. Pretty
we
good.
can see it in action here, and grouting.
Yes.
You know, it can ruin the look of a bathroom, can't it?
It can.
And if we can reduce the build-up of moisture and mould, I mean, my word, that's worth every single penny for that.
Absolutely.
You know. People used to scrub grouting. You know, people get on their hands and knees. It's elbow grease. That's what's normally required, but not with this. You just glide it across.
I mean, you can spend hours cleaning grouting, you know, with a toothbrush, as our producer did. She said it wasn't her toothbrush, but I think it might have been her husband's. But anyway,
she enjoys it. That's her Saturday night. She used to get down there, glass of wine on the side, get hands and knees, and just clean that grouting with a toothbrush. I mean, honestly, why go out?
Yeah, exactly.
Why go out? Who needs a hobby?
Well, exactly, yes. Probably that's what I'm short of. Anyway, I have to see how many toothbrushes I've got at home. So that's
she's a laugh on the night out. Yeah, she is. We love Leslie. We love Leslie.
She is a laugh on a night out.
She is a laugh on a night out.
Anyway,
Christmas party suit.
This is the extension tool, so that gives you that little bit extra reach, but also very good for getting underneath the rim of the toilet with that on the end of it as well. Also, it'll remove limescale. Now, if you've got limescale on your taps, that's been there a long time, put some lemon juice on, right? Leave it for about 20 minutes and then go and use your steam cleaner and it'll break it down. And you're not using a chemical to do any damage to it.
You mentioned a few areas where I don't actually want my hands going near. Around the toilet, you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to put your hands under there, do you? I'd rather this angled tool.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we're working with steam, you know, where I keep coming across areas where I need steam, because... Right, where your kitchen hob sits on your counter, where it's actually on there, you can't get a cloth properly under there.
No.
Steam, because it's just steam, it just goes right in and just blasts out that
Absolutely,
dirt.
yeah.
This is deep cleaning and then some we're talking about.
You know, the best place, I think, of the whole thing is your cooker hood.
Yeah,
Because I've got a stainless steel one, oh dear, and the dust that gets stuck on the top. But you know, when you use your steam, I use this part of mine for the steam just to go over the top, and it just dissolves the grease on contact. But it leaves the stainless steel shining because you're not using a chemical that's on it. But also this one. Now, this tool...
I've never seen this attachment on a steam cleaner before. Because I haven't really seen this particular bundle.
It's a new one. Yeah, it's a new one.
That's fantastic. We've got some images to show you this in action.
I'm just going to switch it
Where
on
do you use this then, Beth?
Well, you can use this underneath the radiators, Also down the radiators you can use it on as well. So you've got that with it. It comes with a little socket which you can put on.
It's like a little mitt.
Yeah, little mitt that comes on. I mean, they've even gone to the trouble of putting a toggle on just so you can tighten it.
Well, this could be for your curtains, for example, couldn't it?
Yeah.
So freshen up your curtains. But do you know what? For me, this is the one. This is the louvre doors. Oh, don't. Your airing cupboard. There we go. Your blinds. Oh, my word, your Roman blinds. That's going to be great.
Just be careful with your blinds, because obviously if they're plastic, they're very high temperature, it will melt them. So just do...
I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Make
just
sure
be
it's the
careful.
right materials.
No.
Make sure it's the right materials, of course. But, you know, I think that for your towel rail, manually using dusters to go in and out of those, then you have to go and clean them. This is much, much easier. And on your clothes, for example, too, but, you know, I would use the different bit for that. But, you know, but it's completely up to you which one you choose. You get all of the accessories included in the box. I genuinely would have thought it would be more than £199. I genuinely think the usual price is really competitive. That's our usual good price. We have to be competitive.
You have
That's
to.
£125. It's Black Friday deal.
And also, that doubles up as a wallpaper stripper.
Right, there you go. Do you know what I could have done with that? Where were you last year when I was redecorating?
Oh, sorry.
And you have to do this well. But honestly, Bev, I'll be right back.
Yep.
By the way, if everyone checks out the baskets with this, the Vaporetta, the 2-in-1 steam cleaner, 2/3 of the stock has gone. Wow. If you're tempted by this, this is good for all over the house. So, firstly, for your floors, your hardwood floors, for your tile floors, your laminate floors, vinyl, liner, it doesn't matter. If it's going to be for your carpet, your deep pile, your medium pile, your rugs, yes, you get the carpet glider. So your floors are sorted here. But you know what? You've got the elegance. I've got to say that Italian design. You can tell, can't you? It's Italian design. It's just so sleek. They're your different settings, by the way. But look, yes, it's effective on all floors, but because it comes with so many different accessories, yes, for your rugs, yes, you can use it as a handheld for around your kitchen, your microwave, your oven, when was the last time you cleared out your air fryers? But I tell you what, that gets neglected. Microwaves, they do, don't they? But this is now your attachment. 19 accessories. This is my favourite part, because I've never seen a steam cleaning solution that's got so many. Right, for your clothes rails, towel rails, that's a dedicated grouting tool. So are you grouting looking a little bit yellow? It's that light browny colour. It's awful. You can get mould and all sorts, can't you? Rather than waste your money on chemicals, try it with this. But you know what? Because it's got that natural deodorising quality of steam, well, it's great for freshening up clothes. It's great for freshening up and rejuvenating curtains. But extra steam function for when you really want that extra blast. I was just going to say it, yeah, around your hob. Around the buttons. If you've got a gas hob, they're a nightmare, aren't they? Absolute nightmare. But do you know what? You know where the hob rings meet the actual base of the kitchen counter, the actual hob? It's a nightmare getting a cloth in those nooks and crannies. You try and take a corner, don't you, of a cloth? Guys, just use steam. Steam gets right in those awkward areas and it just blasts out those that dirt. Right, OK, now the Vaporetto, we can't guarantee the stock is going to last. The details on your screen, £125. Right, we're going to change the details to go through to the vacuum. Right, we knew this would be popular. We're going to have people missing out on this. We've currently got more people trying to buy this than stock available. So apologies in advance. People are going to be missing out. Why get this now? It's a Black Friday deal, one of our few Black Friday deals, but this isn't going to last all the week or to Cyber Monday or that kind of thing. No, this is going to expire at 4:30 this morning, but to be honest, it's not going to be in stock, is it? It's limited stock, well and truly. If everyone goes for that, it's going to gone. It's going to sell out, guys. Well done. So it's the next few people literally to click checkout to get the red. Now, if you do want to go for the green, different item number, we're still getting through the stock here. I believe we've got a bit more stock when we started the show of the green. We had a bit more stock, but it's still 40% of the stock's gone. And when that red sells out, this is going to go through the roof. So 956930. Don't forget it's on PayPal too. PayPal Pay in 3. You can spread the cost interest-free. That's 3 payments of £51.98. Love it. It's a stand-up. And it's also got such powerful suction. We've seen it in action. It pulls the dirt towards the vacuum. It's that strong. But it's also motorised brush. So the power of that brush, that's a cute cat. The power of the brush combined with the suction is a very, very impressive combination. You've got various different suction settings, but you can have it on auto. And when you go over part of your house that's got a bit of dirt on there, it knows when it's dirty and it increases the power on its own. So it's going to, by default, save energy when it knows it can. That, I mean, come on. If you want something that's up to date with technology, then go for it. Do you know how many times have you put a vacuum in the house because you've got that cable? You know, oh, I have to bend up and down. The cable's it's never long enough, is it? Especially when you're going up and down the stairs. It's always that metre or two too short, you know? Well, if you've never experienced a cordless vacuum before, look, I know it's been around for years now, but the prices do vary. And do you know what? I've seen some brands that cost hundreds of pounds, maybe even £400 or £500. Guys, please, you do not need to spend that kind of money on a quality cordless vacuum. The reason why I can lower this price, the reason why we could do it better than half price is because we get through a lot of units very quickly. We're on ITV1, we're on STV, TikTok, YouTube, our own YouTube channel. It keeps going on. But you know what, like I said, way better than half price. But you know, whilst we're talking about price, are we ready for this? Right, now, this is the full bundle we're offering today. The vacuum on its own in Polti, and you can check this right now, £299. We checked it earlier, you can see that on the website right now in Polti. But for £50 less, you get the vacuum and all the accessories we've just gone through. So it's the turbo brush is normally an extra, but you're getting the turbo brush included. How about that? You get more for way less money. Grab it. It's 956930. And honestly, if you go to Polti's website, you can see these prices yourselves. But I know, look, it's late at night, maybe going to bed, or maybe up early, you're doing the night shift, you've got to get out. We try to save you some time, but I would not hang around on this. The vacuum, the red one, that's about to go. Well done. If you're quick, you might just get the green one, because that's about to go through the roof when the red one sells out. We're trying to keep up. We've got the 2-in-1 steam cleaner, about 2/3 of the stock's gone there. We've got about another hour and 10 minutes on the show. It's going to be touch and go.
Don't forget, you've got up to 40 minutes runtime on that.
Oh, on the vacuum?
Yes, a long time of that. I mean, I managed to do all my house with it. I mean, quite easily on one charge.
I mean, 40 minutes, that's a long time.
It's a long time.
That'd be more than enough for mine. I could do the sofas in the car in that time. Right, do you know what? We've had more questions. Right, by the way, the iron, let's go back to this. Stock-wise, it's getting quicker and quicker. We're now up to about half of the stock gone.
Wow,
I know I'm getting overexcited,
stock.
especially for this time in the morning, but I haven't seen a show like this. This is ridiculous, Beth. Right now, Alan's been in touch, who says, Alan, thanks so much, who says, hi, if I want to iron T-shirts or jumpers, what setting do I put the control to on the top of the iron?
Right, where are you? Oh, you're there, Ryan. Okay.
Thanks, Alan.
Right, OK, Alan, I'm going to show you. You don't have to change setting for anything, OK? So what you need to do is fill it with water, switch it on the back, OK? Put the dial onto maximum and leave it. Forget about it.
Oh,
don't alter it, don't do anything. You can go from silk to cotton to denims, and I'm going to show you
how
on
is
this.
that the case? Because with my other iron, I wouldn't do that. How is that OK with this one?
Because the thing is, Franco Polti invented it back in 1978, the system that we use today. And what he wanted to do is bring a professional finish to your clothes into the home. But of course, you know, there were great big tanks like this. So he developed a boiler that was small enough to produce the power. So what he did, he gave a cooler sole plate. So when you're ironing, right, so something like this has got cotton, it's got satin, it's got silk embroidery, so that would be 3 different temperature settings on a normal iron. So you do that on cotton, you cool it down, and you do that on a separate temperature. But with Polti, it irons on a cushion of steam. So therefore, Franco Polti gave you 5 times more steam than any other iron on the market. So that allows you now to go from cotton to silk to satin without having to change your temperature. And that is basically how this works. The reason they give you a temperature dial on there is because you can use it as a dry iron, because people who do dressmaking and interfacing and things like that doesn't necessarily need steam.
Right. Like patchworking and so on.
Yeah,
So,
that sort of thing. Yep.
Crafters, this is going to be perfect then.
Yeah, absolutely. So therefore, you can go back to using it as a temperature iron, but you won't get the steam. Because if you turn it down onto the coolest and then try to use the steam, it'll just revert back to
But you've got the best of both worlds, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So you keep it on maximum the whole of the time. So that allows things like if you're doing sweatshirts or T-shirts or your jumpers, same as you say, that have got a pattern on and you don't want to do the damage, because you've got 5 times more steam, you can actually hover over the surface, OK? Because that 5 times more steam will penetrate the fibres and get rid of the creases. Now, this sweatshirt is quite thick material, but it's also got your transfer on. And as you can see, the creases have just fallen out of it. So if you've got jumpers and they've got any embellishments on, and you want to be, you know, very careful, or think to yourself, is all my normal iron had burned that, OK? Well, we've got one here which has got lycra, which is bad enough because that's very stretchy. And also, you've got little tiny beads on here. So that would be 2 things, wouldn't it, that would do the damage? No.
So you just hover?
So you can hover, or you can actually go on
fancy dress costumes, things like that.
Absolutely.
You've got sequins.
Yep, absolutely. So now...
You've got Christmas jumpers that get over the top. Well, that's part of it, isn't it?
Why not?
Essential.
Yeah, why not? So you're actually getting rid of the creases, but you're not doing the damage to the fabric, because of the fact is it's a 1 temperature sole plate. And that system will cut your ironing time down by 53%.
This is it. And do you know, for me, with my iron, it just sort of spits stuff out. And I worry every single time, especially if it's like a white shirt.
Yes.
The amount of shirts that I've ruined with poor irons, then I hate to think. And the money you can waste on buying new clothes, and it's never quite the same, is it? But that, it's just, it's the responsive nature of the steam from Polti.
That 6.5 bar pressure is the fact.
It's really, that's the big reason for me that I'd want this. And of course, you've got that large water tank. And you haven't got to empty it after every session.
No,
the tank.
not at all, because it goes into the actual chamber that is producing the steam is separate to the tank. So the tank's plastic, so it's not going to do the damage.
So it's not sitting in the actual iron itself?
No, not at all.
Oh, they thought of everything.
Yeah.
As soon as you get a Polti, honestly, you may even look forward to ironing. Who knows? Because quite often it can be a chore. Normally for this, £149. This is another Black Friday deal. It's not lasting. Some people have weeks of Black Friday. With this particular deal and some of the others on the show, it stops at 4:30, or while stocks last, 4:30 a.m. Honestly, Bev, that is, I mean,
and
pudding.
It's so effortless. That's the thing, you know. Ironing is a chore, and also you get tired. You might have dexterity problems, you know, and all that. And you just think to yourself, I still want to do the ironing. Now, I do most of my ironing on the hanger. I would say a good 80% of my clothes.
Really,
and
that
stuff.
much? That's
yeah,
impressive.
I do. Very rarely. In fact, I don't think in the last 2 months I've got my ironing board out.
I mean, that's, it's getting the ironing board out.
Yeah.
It's flattening things out.
No.
That takes time as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And the thing is, I just put them on hangers because you've got that power. You don't need to put the ironing board out. So, you know, that one shirt in the morning, or the weather's changed and you want that jumper back on, just put it on. Heat up time is less than 2 minutes, and it just literally, you don't need to get the ironing board out.
Well,
so
you can see the creases
fall.
I haven't seen this before. Look at the creases fall out.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So,
there you go. That's why it's flying. That's why 2/3. Honestly, well, about quarter of the... So half of the stock has gone. We've got we're spinning plates tonight. This is all about Black Friday.
We need to go home, Charlie.
Do you feel like you're going to sleep well tonight?
Yeah, I do. Hopefully after I've got home and not before.
I'm sure it was. Do you know what? We've only got an hour left on this live show. We've got about 2.5 hours before the price goes up. If you're watching on Plus One channel, then bear in mind some of the stock updates will be out of date. Just check the stock on the website, of course, first. Love it. But do you know what? I wouldn't hang around. Oh, by the way, whilst talking about the website, John, we have brand new customers every single day. We have returning customers every single day. Hello to all of you. Maybe you've never watched shopping telly before. Maybe this is the first time. We've got a lot here. Right, there's hundreds of thousands of products actually on this website. Okay. Now, if you type in EDT, so obviously a toilet, you can see all of these offers of fragrances, okay? There's actually 3 pages. So if you're looking for something a bit more giftable, I mean, I'd be happy with the iron, to be honest, because I can't stand ironing. That would make me look forward to it. But look, we've got everything here. We've got Versace here. We've got Lamborghini. Oh, stop it. We've got Police here. Do you know what? There's something for all different tastes and styles. There's a Ronaldo one. They've got Ted Baker here. Yeah, so even something traditional here too. So, you've got traditional, you've got something a little bit more brand new, something for different age groups. That's just Jean-Paul Gaultier, I hear you say. But you know what, there's lots.
What's that black one? I can't see it.
Abercrombie & Fitch you're talking about? Oh,
no, that one.
The iceberg.
Oh, right, OK.
Abercrombie & Fitch, there it is.
Oh, tell me. Oh, that's a good price.
I've never even seen it before. That is a really good price. 50 mil of an EDT and body wash.
That's a very nice gift set.
Is a nice gift set. Capped postage packaging, don't forget. Yeah, bear that in mind. Do you know what? There's so much more on the website, genuinely. There's a lot. There's hundreds of thousands of products on the website. About 700,000 we're up to now. Do you know what? There's actually a special tab. When you go onto shopontv.co.uk, as soon as you land on the page, you've got Black Friday deals. There's got even more discounts. And then in fact, let's show that. Let's show that, actually. Because you can see, sorry, there's so much here. If you type in BF10, you get an extra 10% off these amazing deals. Right, there's lots. We've got stylers on there. Bev's Polti styler. Our producer's got this. She says it's absolutely phenomenal there. So you're going to get another £6.90 off, aren't you? I love it. Right, we're spoiled for choice. Right, Bev, should we go out to Bev? Because we've got lots more demonstrations. Thanks for cooking with us tonight, Bev. We're spinning plates. Black Friday, we're all mentally prepared for this because we knew it was going to be busy. This is one of those shows I
don't know about that.
Right. Do you know, when I said we've only got a few items left of the actual vacuum, we've only got 6 left. Not 600, 6,000, 6. If you want the red, it's the next handful of people to check out. That's on the vacuum on the bottom of the screen. There's loads more people trying to buy it, so people are going to miss out. Forgive us. I wish we had more. Right, thanks, Beth.
I mean,
nice
just while we were sort of, you were talking, that's how easy it is. It's a finished result. That's what you want. You don't want an iron that is going to damage things because that way, you've got the cost of the iron because usually it ends up all over the iron. I'm just going to show you this T-shirt just for Alan
I
or Adam,
would worry about this kind of bit.
Yes.
Because sometimes you get vinyl stuck on too,
yeah,
don't you?
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes, some of them, they're actually made out of plastic, so consequently. But there's a way to do it. Just turn it over because it goes through different times, different levels, yeah. You don't need to put it inside out if you don't want to. You just do it on the bite and it'll go through the different layers. It's a consistent
flow of steam because mine just goes...
Yeah. Trouble is, though, you've only got a neck cup full of water.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
Sorry, I'm losing it now. But no, you have. You've got to keep topping up with water.
Absolutely.
And then you think, oh, another bit. Then you go walking back to the sink and then, oh, more. That's what, 1.5 litres? It's a big tank you got on there. It's impressive.
Yeah.
So we've done T-shirts, we've
Yep.
done dresses, because
What
quite
about
often you haven't got
shirts?
to put things on the ironing board.
Yep, no,
Drop
you've
out
got
the
shirts.
creases when it's hanging up. Yeah.
Oh, never mind, stay there.
Right. So shirts.
Yep, so as I say, you can do shirts, cotton shirts. Now, I'm just going to show you how easy it is that if you think I'm, pressing down, because, I mean, we've all done this, haven't we? We've pressed down because we thought we've shoved that heat through.
And you mark shirts, don't you, by
you
doing
do,
that?
yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is just hold that very lightly, just to show you it's the power of the steam. It's not anything I'm doing. All I'm doing is literally guiding it in the direction I want it to be. Okay? So have a look at that. And that's your finish.
Look, you just glide it over.
Yep.
And normally I'd be thinking, I'd iron it, then I'll hold it up, then the creases, they're still there. Improvement, they're still there. I have to keep doing it.
Well, they're just
Then I have to do the back of it. Yeah, you just flatten them.
Yeah.
They just drop out.
Right, I'm going to show you what this is for.
It's become satisfying, this.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. You see the little ridge that runs around there, okay? That is to lift the button up, okay? Can you see? So it lifts the button out of the way, and so therefore you can get around the button easier, but also you don't do the damage to the button.
So it's not about having a really hot plate, because that's what can damage fabrics, especially lightweight fabrics. They start sticking all it's about steam.
It's,
a consistent flow of steam. And honestly, you
And
can't
it doesn't
compare
waver.
it to the irons that I've got.
Absolutely.
And I've got, to be honest, quite a well-known brand one.
Yes.
It is all right. I thought I got a good one, but it's nothing like this.
No.
Nothing like it.
It can't be, because Franco Polti, when he designed the boiler, which was 1978, he patented the way that the steam's produced and also the factors of the temperature of the sole plate. So this is the deal, basically. And also, because of that reason, it cuts your ironing time down by 53%.
Yeah.
So, if you iron an hour or 2 hours a week, you can do that in less than an hour.
How about that? And honestly, that's more time to do anything, quite frankly. More time with the kids, perhaps. Maybe just got lots and lots on at the moment. You may be a single parent. You maybe work's a bit chaotic at the moment, and that pile of ironing's mounting up. Anything to reduce the time. But I think, honestly, this could become quite satisfying, no longer a chore. By the way, what's the warranty on this, Bev?
2 years, all with Polti things, whatever you buy. It's 2 years, you register it online, and if you have any problems, you pick the phone up. They're based in Manchester, you don't have to ring Italy. And they will actually come and collect your product so you don't struggle back to anywhere. They'll either exchange or repair it, and they get it back in your home between 5 to 7 working days. Now, to me, that's silver service.
I wish you got that with every brand, because you just don't, do you? People love the customer service with Polti.
And then after the 2 years, the service still stays the same. They pick up and collect. The only thing is you'd have an estimate for that work to be done. So it's good.
Right, so now, it looks the part too, and honestly, every house should have a Polti.
Yeah, it is. It's nice and neat, because some generators, they're quite big irons, aren't they? And
it is compact in that regard, you know.
And then, unfortunately, then you've got to buy a bigger ironing board, because you've got to find those. With this one, you can actually leave this one on the side, and then you just iron, as you want to. This is where you put the water in. You just pull that out, fill that up at the tap. That's all you need to do. I mean, I started this, 10 to 12 tonight.
Yeah.
And as you can see, I mean, and I have been ironing. Heat up time's 2 minutes, so when you get it home, you're going to press that button on there, which is going to bring it on. The blue light that's around there will flash at you to tell you when it needs cleaning. Now, all you need to do is fill it up with water, switch it on, press and hold the button for about 10 seconds, and then hold your iron over the sink or a bowl, because it kick-starts the cleaning process, flushes out the lime scale, and then flushes it out through the back of the plate, and also cleans the plate at the same time from inside. you can use it as a dry iron if you want to. You'd go back to using it as a normal temperature thing, but you wouldn't have the steam. But if you want to use it like I'm using it, and that's going to save you that 53% of ironing time, then you put it on to your maximum and forget about it.
You know, and that's it, and that's why it's so easy, and that's why we get so much good feedback from this. If you haven't got a Polti yet, then go for it. This could be one of the best investments that you make, and especially today, because look, the price on your screen, this would normally be £149. Best part of £150, okay? In fact, you know, if you even go to Polti's own website, and you can do this now, but we're trying to save you some time, £149. That's what if you buy this right now on Polti, that's the price. Please don't do that, because if you're buying it from us today, you're going to save £74. Do you know, I'm so impressed with this, I really am, because do you know, when it comes to sales, I'd expect 10% off or maybe £20 off, £30 off, but this is Black Friday. You've got to pull out all the stops for Black Friday, so you're going to save £74 this if you get it today. Incredible. And you can spread the cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3. Right then. OK, now, vacuums. Let's go back to vacuums. If you want the red, it's literally the next few people to click check out. Once that's gone, at that price, well, we're going to see it later on in the show, but this could be the last time we get to show this. But they're working exactly the same way. Whether you go for the red or the green, makes no difference, just what's going to look better in your house. The red, again, it is going to go. If you're watching on +1, that would have sold out by the time you're watching it, so just bear that in mind. But let's talk to you about the green one, because they are both the same, but the green, first we've got it in stock, but this is incredible suction. It's everything you need, I think, Bev, in a cordless vacuum. It's everything you want it to be.
Absolutely. The thing is with, you know, I think we take them for granted now, is the fact is, you know, that we've got cordless, everything virtually in the home, haven't we?
This is it.
Now.
It's important to keep up to date with technology.
Yeah,
and this is one of those things I'm so pleased they were invented.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, if you've got dexterity, I know I keep going on about that, but
well, it's important.
It is important. You know, I've got a neighbour, and she's in a wheelchair, but she's very independent, and you know, she really wants to continue to look after her little home that she's in.
This is it.
And she finds this invaluable because, same as she said, I can't use a vacuum. I've got to plug in. It's too big and too heavy.
That's a good point.
Yeah, with this, it's so easy.
Well, maybe you have got elderly relatives, parents, maybe they do struggle to lug a big, heavy vacuum up and down the stairs. Bending up and down, plugging the socket into the wall. You know, that can be hard work, but this you just glide around. Yeah. That's impressive.
Isn't it? And also you can see it's not scattering that debris. So if I just lift that up, you can see the fact is that it's not scattering the debris, because what happens is it takes it in from the side. Because you know, edge to edge, many, many years ago, right? Edge to edge, you thought it was on both sides of the vacuum, okay? It isn't. Edge to edge means this is the one edge of your wall, and it's just one side edge of your vacuum, okay?
I see.
Yeah. So consequently, what happens is, if you were left-handed, it was very difficult to go down the other side.
Yeah,
but now they do edge to edge. You've got 40 minutes run time on this, which is a long time.
So if it struggles to pick bits up, you know that's time to put it back on charge, and you got different power settings. So if it's missed a bit, whack up that power, because you don't want it always on full, because you're using excess time, you're using power.
I would put it on auto, personally, because that way it'll tell you, it'll sense it when there's more dirt, it'll increase the motor suction, and then when it's happy that that's gone, it will decrease it back down again. Also, you've got a 4-stage filtration on this machine. So it has to go through 4 levels of filtration before it gets anywhere near the actual box. Also, all those levels are washable. So, I mean, it makes a fantastic system.
Because normally, that's a lot of stages of filtration. So,
yeah, it is.
So it's designed to help trap those finer dust particles.
Absolutely.
So maybe you're an allergy sufferer, this could well help in that regard, and I'm sure people will buy it just for that reason alone. So it's worth every single penny. But as we've spoken about throughout the night, this is like a Polti celebration show. Been going for years now, and people love their quality. So, you know, the customer service people absolutely adore too. So if you have any problems, get in touch, and they're really, really helpful. They totally are. But do you know what? I think it's going to be one of the best vacuums that money can buy. You can spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on vacuums, on cordless ones. You just don't need to. You do pay for some of those brands. And look, they're great, don't get me wrong. I'm sure they're really good. I've bought some in the past as well. They're great. But you just don't need to spend that type of money.
No.
You really don't need to. Because not only has it got power, you've got the motorised brushes, which is quite often what the really, really expensive ones have. You've got this in here too. So you've got all these different attachments in there.
Yeah, you've got really basically what you need, which is this crevice tool. But if you slide that up now, you've got a dusting brush.
Yeah.
So now you can reach right up high if you want to get rid of the cobwebs.
Tops
so
of
you
your
can get right
boards.
up there, OK? And because it's got the soft bristles, you're not doing the damage. But also, very good for going all the way round awkward areas that you can't get to. Like you said, the top of your skirting board, you know, where the dust is, along the door jam, you know, in between when you open the front door. That piece there where all the dirt is.
Where the bars are, that joins different floors.
Absolutely.
You know, I think above door frames, normally I have to get the ladder out to climb up there. And, they said you could just reach up while they're giving the house a bit of a clean.
How many of you at home would put a tool in the bottom of your vacuum and hold it with that? That is, the fact is, it's the quality of the tool.
That's impressive, because I've used poor quality ones that they just... You know, I've even had a vacuum when you're doing it and the suction of the vacuum pulls it apart.
Yeah,
You know, I've bought some terrible ones in the past. But buy cheap, buy twice. I'm 40 years old, and I'm just starting to realise that now. It is, if you can go for this, then you're getting something that's going to last you for a long time. It's bound to. It's Polti. Joel, we've had more emails come in. In fact, Alan's come back in touch. Oh, Alan, it's so good to have your company tonight. Thank you. And Joe, any more questions, keep them coming through. Alan in Salford, not far away from us. Thank you so much for the demos you have done tonight. I have purchased the iron and also the red vacuum. Can you just tell me how long the warranty is on the vacuum? And if it becomes faulty or anything, do you contact us or Polti?
No, contact Polti, Alan. It's 2 years warranty on all Polti products, and you register it online. Yeah. And then, as I say, you pick the phone up. They're based here in Manchester.
Yeah, not far from you.
Yeah, not far actually. And what they do is they send a courier out to pick it up. They'll either exchange or repair it, whatever needs to be done, and they get it back home to you within 5 to 7 working days. Now, I think that's absolutely brilliant.
Can't argue with that.
All the years I've worked for them, it's never, ever altered at all. They've always kept that service.
If only all brands did that.
Yeah, I know. After 2 years, the service will still stay the same. The only difference being is you would have an estimate for that work to be done. But other than that, it's silver service all the way.
Yeah, it is. It sounds like it, and that's another reason why I've been going for so long.
Yeah.
Quality, just very well priced, good customer care. You know, it's not complicated. They just absolutely nailed it, Polti.
Yeah.
But you know what? Today, if you are buying this today, well, you've got this at a Black Friday price. Look at the usual price on your screen. I know. Look at the price you're paying today. That's why the red's nearly sold out, and that's why the green doesn't sound like it's going to be well on its way too. Joe, let's talk to you about. Let's actually break down the price for you, because if you actually, it comes with the turbo brush. It doesn't always come with it. In fact, without the turbo brush, Polti is £299 on their own website. So for less money, you're going to get the one on Shop on TV, and it includes the turbo brush. I mean, I've talked about good deals in the past with vacuums, but, you know, this is why, do you know what, I look so forward to Black Friday. Some people panic about getting the deals. Nobody wants to miss out on those Black Friday offerings. So, guys, I'm going to stand here confidently say this is one not to be missed. You could spend hundreds of pounds on cordless vacuums. You just don't need to, especially today. It stands upright on its own. That could be in the cupboard under the stairs. Guys, to most, you can collapse it, put it in a drawer if you haven't got the space. What a lovely picture. Oh, lovely cat too. But you know what? That's quite a niche example. But you know, this could be dog hairs. This could be cat hairs. Just general dirt around the kitchen floor. Yes, for your hard surfaces, for your carpets. You got lights on the top there. So under the bed, you got that visibility. For under the coffee table, under that accent chair in the corner of the room. Now you got auto. So the vacuum automatically detects when it comes across quite a bit more dirt than other areas. So it increases the power automatically. So it tries to save power where it can do. How impressive is this? You just tap the button, it cycles through the settings. Before I have it all on one, if you're in a rush, then go for it. But do you know what? We don't have to waste power when we don't need it, and this helps you in that regard. Okay, so we see that as an upright. How about as your handheld? When was the last time you got right in between the sofa cushions? When was the last time you actually cleaned the inside of your car? I always try and do that in my car when I got a long trip. I just feel happy. I prefer driving it because it can get a bit of a state, I won't lie to you. But no, when it comes to crumbs, maybe you've got guests coming round. You want to quickly get those crumbs off the kitchen counter. Maybe it's going to be just a little bit, you've walked around down the corridor, around the kitchen floor, got bits of food on there, you just want to quickly suck them up, then you can do that. And maybe you struggle lugging a big heavy vacuum up and down the stairs. Maybe you're at an age where you struggle to bend up and down, putting the plug in the socket of the wall, because that's tiring. They're never long enough, those cables, are they? This is completely cordless. 3 payments of £51.98. Genuinely, folks, it would be £328.90. Please don't spend that, OK? This is one of those offers not to be missed. By the way, if you're watching us on +1, ITV +1, that red vacuum, it would have gone by then. We've just got a couple left now. That's going to sell out, I reckon, in the next few minutes. The green one is not going to be far behind it. Well, so we're going to pause there for a second on the vacuums whilst you check out your baskets. But let's remind you of, and I'm not just saying this, one of my favourite 2-in-1 steam cleaners is your upright, it's your handheld, but it's my favourite because, well, firstly it's Polti, but actually, really, it's because of the amount of accessories you get. I just haven't seen this amount. Stock-wise, it's jumped up. 3/4 of the stock's gone. Now, is that quarter going to last another 40 minutes? Well, that's when we go off air, but actually the price goes up at 4:30, but I don't think the price is actually going to... I don't think we're going to get to 4:30. I think it's going to sell out before then. Right, so, Beth, for those who have just joined us,
right, okay.
Why did you get this?
Well, the thing is, when you clean with a chemical, you are leaving a sticky residue behind, and you'll miss pieces. We do, it's human nature. Plus the fact is, how many of you, when you spray something on the surfaces in the kitchen, leave it for 5 to 7 minutes before you go and wipe it off? You don't, do you? You spray and wipe.
Well, that's a long time.
It is a long time, yeah. And the thing is,
got more to be doing than that.
Exactly, yeah. But the thing is, if you read on the back of some of them, that's what they suggest that you have to do.
I've never actually read the label.
Well, you don't, no. And I hadn't. I mean, I don't use them, so I didn't know. Robert to tell me that it was this that he'd read on the back.
They do. Yeah. And I've got a cupboard full of chemicals under the sink.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if your situation is the same, think how much money you can save long term. Invest in this today. The sooner you get a steam cleaner, you're likely to spend a lot less money on chemicals.
Well, you don't need them. You can clean your drains. You can clean the dustbins if you want to. You can also clean your pedal bins. You can do the kitchen cupboards. You can do the tiles. You can do the windows. You can do the upholstery. You can do the curtains. You can do the floors. You can do the bathroom. I've even done the patio furniture with mine. You can do your greenhouses. You can actually do your alloy wheels of your cars. You can do your bikes. You can also steam clean an engine if you want to, but check your manufacturers, because I know BMWs you can't steam, but as I say, always check your manufacturer.
Well, there we go. And do you know what? This it could be the only steam cleaner you'll need to buy, seriously. I mean, all of these pictures. I mean, I can't think of many areas actually around the home that you can't clean with this. I really can't. It stores in a very compact way as well. Do you know what? Because Polti, obviously, it's an Italian brand. It looks Italian, doesn't it?
It does. It looks
sleek.
It does.
Love it.
And the thing is as well, it's the quality of the tools, quality of the buttons that you're going to press, quality of the boiler that's inside there. They've bothered to put a filter in to help filter out any of all the lime scales and things like that. Also, very fast heat up time, powerful as well. So I'm just going to go and finish the oven because I'm going to do...
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
No chemicals around food, no more in your oven?
No, not at all. But look at the power.
And that steam we're talking about, that's not chemicals, that's literally tap water. Yeah, what would you rather, use a bit of tap water or spend money on chemicals? I mean, that's incredible. Imagine it's going to be your barbecues and so on.
Absolutely. I mean, look at this, where it's been burnt on. I mean, it's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, but it dissolves it.
Oh, my word. And it's the heat. It's such a high temperature. It blows it off. It repels. You know what? There you go. That could be your air fryer. When was the last time you cleaned your microwave? Do you know what someone said to me? We quite often clean our ovens and air fryers, but poor microwaves, they get left behind. And I don't know why. You know what? You know the plate of the microwave and the bit mechanism that spins all around there, that gets a bit gunky, doesn't it? It's impressive. Around the dials and so on. This is on the oven door we've got now, too.
Yep.
You know what? Around the hinges. There's fats of your Yorkshire puddings on there, for example. It's hard to blast off.
It is. The thing is as well, you know, you're not having to go over and wipe all that cloth or something like that because of all the chemicals that you use. And also, when you cook your next meal in there, you've just used Mother Nature.
Yeah, water.
You know, water. So you've not put a chemical in there and then put your food in.
And you haven't got to worry about rinsing it off there.
Not at all.
And you know what? Trying to get a cloth, digging it into those areas, there's more to life.
Absolutely.
You know?
In fact, one customer, before she actually brought the steam cleaner, the reason she brought it, she was taking something out of the oven, a joint, and it caught on the shelf, and the juice went everywhere, OK, the grease. She says it even went in the screw holes down at the bottom.
And how do you dig that out?
They had to take the oven out of the housing because it had dripped all the way around.
All the way in.
Because she couldn't get anything underneath to get to it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you'd have got a steam cleaner,
you could blast it out.
You could have blasted it out, like so. You
because
see?
that can get in two places that I can't get with a cloth.
Exactly.
Or even a toothbrush or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's steam.
Exactly.
It can just
But
find its way in there and blast out the dirt.
Blast it out. But the thing is also, it dissolves grease.
Right.
So it's not just moving that grease from one surface to the next, it's actually dissolving it. So you're doing a job, if you like.
So around your kitchen hob, around, you know, where your sink is joined onto your kitchen work surface, a bit gunk around there, around the base of your taps.
Fridge.
That's going to be good. And actually plug holes as well. Because, do you know, when it comes to the deodorising kind of properties of steam, plugs, that's great. And, do you know, I know people who put them in like wellies and walking boots and things just to freshen them up.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Slippers.
Trainers, brilliant.
Trainers.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely
dry,
brilliant.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, very good for cleaning inside your car, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yep. You know, I mean, if you like cooking spicy foods, and there's always an aroma. In fact, if you've got anyone with allergies in the home, right, put your machine on and just go round the room with the steam on, just spraying around the room. Because what happens is the dust particles will stick to the steam, that then falls to the floor, and you can then vacuum it away. And you remove about 70% of the pollen that you bring in through your clothes and the windows.
Improve the quality of your air.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it helps to remove the dust. You'll dust less when you use steam.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so impressed with the amount of attachments. So we get everything we need in the box for £125. You're saving good money here. You're saving a lot of money. You're saving, what, £74 here, isn't it? Is that, yeah, it's that late, I can't do basic maths. Yeah, £74 off. It's so impressive, the value for money. By the way, if you look on Polti's own website, £199, okay? £199. Please don't buy this from Polti because look, it's a good, no disrespect to Polti, they're great. You can do if you want, but why would you when you can save £74 and buy it from us here today? And you can even have it interest-free payments on PayPal Pay in 3. So that's 3 payments of £43.98. How good is that? It's brilliant. This is not just any deal. I reckon any other times when we have another sale, personally, I assume that would be like £30 off, maybe 40, maybe 50 a push. But when it's Black Friday, all companies, there's pressure, isn't it? It's to pull out the stops. This is the lowest price we could do. It's one of those deals. I don't think if you can get it again, I'll be amazed. But it's that price is going to expire at 4:30 this morning. We can't do this all the time. We genuinely can't. So if you want to save that money, get the ultimate steam cleaner with a whole box full of accessories, then grab it and get it. All you spend today, if you're using PayPal Pay in 3, is £43.98. If it carries on going like this, we're going to head towards a sellout, I reckon, around about 3 o'clock. If you have just joined us, this is what it's all about. So it stands up, right? If it's going to be for your hard floors, because we're not using loads of water, so it's great for wooden floors, you know. Yeah, for your laminate flooring, for your carpets, for your tiles, for your rugs, because you get that carpet glider too. So your floors are sorted. How about everywhere else around? That's a dedicated grouting cleaning tool. I haven't seen one like that, quite like that before. But you know what? If it's going to be the tiles on your walls, if it's going to be for your hobs, think of those areas you can't get to with the cloth, or areas you don't want to, around toilet seats and so on. You know all those different. You got the top bit, then you got the the ring bit, and about all those joins. You don't want to get your hand around there. You can just blast out dirt. Yeah, and you can get right under the rim. Right under the rim. You don't want to put your hand there, do you?
It'll stop them from locking as well, you know, because a lime scale blocks the holes at the top and stops it from flushing properly.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you use your steam, it'll unblock the holes as well.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
You're right, actually. You could well see a difference with that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
Honestly, especially now, look, you're going to have this in a few days when you order it from us today, and we're in the early hours of the morning. It's around about 2:30. We've got about, just over half an hour left to see the clock on the screen. But maybe you're looking to get your house ship-shape, ready for the in-laws coming around, ready for guests to come around. Maybe you're hosting, maybe having friends around, or the grandkids around. Do you know, it's nice to be house proud. It's nice to know that you've done a thorough clean, but let's make it easy for us.
Well, that's it. And the thing is as well, you're not spending money on chemicals. You know, once you've purchased this, all you're going to do is add water to and plug it in, you know, and use a little bit of electric while you're using it. It's a lot easier to clean. It stays cleaner for longer because you're not leaving that sticky residue on all the surfaces from the chemical. So therefore, it's better for you and the environment. And also, I mean, that's how I ended up working for Polti, because I decided one day I was going to clean the shower tray, but I thought I haven't got much time, I'll do the shower doors as well. Yeah. Sprayed 2 chemicals in the cubicle and had this reaction of these 2 chemicals, and honestly, I thought I was dying.
Really?
I was coughing and spluttering, tears down. I had to go outside, and I thought, no, I've got to be a better way to clean. So I thought, right, I'm going to go into John Lewis and see what they've got. And they said, look, go and see the Polti reps and go and talk to Ushers because steam's the way. And I thought I'd never even entered my head to cleaning steam. So when she told me all about it, I brought one. It was £349. I remember my husband thought I'd gone mad because, I mean, this is 19, 20 years ago that I've had mine. And she said, go and try it. Well, of course, it was absolutely fantastic. I couldn't believe how easy it was to clean and the results when I'd clean. So I went back in and raving about it, and she says, look, why don't you come and work for the company? And that's really how I started.
And that's how it started,
That's how I started, yeah.
And you never looked back.
No.
You know, and this is the thing, you know, as soon as you start realising just how much money this can save you, first of all, from having to buy chemicals, because this is cleaning all around the house. I genuinely can't think of many areas that it can't clean.
No, any washable surface.
Struggling now, and that's because of a huge comprehensive box full of accessories.
Yeah.
You mentioned kitchen services there, actually.
Yeah.
I get through so much kitchen towel.
Yes.
Because I wipe, and then I like to try and make it all sparkly.
Yeah,
I like
well, you
it
know
clean.
why?
Yeah.
Because that's the chemical you used it with. If you clean with steam, it just evaporates afterwards and it's smear-free.
This is it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to buff it then afterwards
No,
for this.
not at
Because if
all.
you've got like granite work surfaces, I think mine are quartz, I can't remember, but whatever it is, it's hard to keep shiny because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a shiny finish.
Yeah.
If you have got those sort of kitchen surfaces, this is what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
water.
Water. Just
Yeah.
adding tap water once
Yeah.
you've got this.
Well, I always say if it can move a train, it can move a stain.
Yeah, this is it. And do you know
Okay.
what? I'm so impressed with this. And if you're thinking, oh, but I quite like the fragrance and the scent when I clean, well, actually, you can buy deodorizing bottles. These are scented bottles. These are on the bottom of the screen. So you can, well, you've got a choice. Would you like 2 lavender or would you like 2 pine? 1 item number, you just choose whichever scent you want, 2 lavender or 2 pine. But to be honest, it's more like a fresh eucalyptus kind of fragrance. That's how I think we...
Yeah,
we,
it is. It's more eucalyptus.
I
than
think it's
pine.
more that, which, it's happy days for me.
Yeah,
I do the
absolutely.
lavender maybe upstairs, because you can use this if you clean the carpets or the
Anything.
floors in your bedroom.
Mattresses. Yeah.
Mattresses.
Yeah, you can also do your furniture if you want to do that.
I would do that. And do you know what I would use the pine for? I would use this in the kitchen so it smells nice and fresh.
Nice in the bathroom.
Yeah. But also in the car. Do you know what, if you use one of the attachments to clean and freshen up your car seats, or maybe in the footwells.
Yes.
You know, those
Yeah.
mats as well.
Yeah.
When you open the car door, and you smell that, that's going to be lovely.
It's so fresh, isn't
Lovely,
it?
it is
Yeah.
fresh. So anyway,
It really is.
so what we got on here?
OK, well, this is the new tool that they've got. And I have to say, I think it's brilliant at what they've done.
I've never seen anything like that
No,
before.
it comes out both ends. In fact, I'll just show you. It actually comes out top and bottom.
In this instance, that's a good thing.
So, yeah, got to get it.
27 minutes left there. So it comes
make me
out at both ends.
It comes out at both ends. And in this case, it's a good thing. So, as I say, down the back of... Oh, there you go.
It's coming out at both ends here, look.
Yeah, it is.
Poor man.
Down the back of the radiators, curtains, any hard to reach areas. Dust with it. I mean, use your little tool with the socket on and dust with it.
And dust with it.
Yep.
For me, that's down radiators. We need to hold it together for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But you know what? Radiators got all those different areas in the radiator.
Yeah.
Towel rails, I mean, that's a must. Maybe some blinds if it's a suitable material, of course. That for me is so important to have. By the way, right, we've had a sellout. I don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, it's that red vacuum cleaner. Well done if you got that. That has now completely sold out. Wow. Now, look, it might be a Christmas present. I think these are good presents. I think they're practical. Or maybe just a gift for yourself. It's your vacuum, if you're lugging it around, bending up and down, plugging it, unplugging it, this is cordless. You haven't got to spend hundreds. OK, that's the red. That's sold out. But we have got the green in stock. But that is going to be the next one to sell out. Now the red's gone, the green is going to go through the roof. So I would get on the phone lines or go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, add the green into your basket. If you want a vacuum, a good vacuum, at a Black Friday price, well, this is the one. So 956-930. Wow. Right, OK, but back to the steamer, though. Nearly 80% of the steamer has now gone. If it keeps going like this, yeah, we could be limited stock in the next few minutes, or by the end of the show, put it that way. We normally get a rush, actually, this time, because people are watching the show, they're thinking, right, it's make your mind up time, isn't it, really, I guess, because we are about to go off air. But if you're tempted, I would get this home and experience, firstly, the quality of Polti. I've seen lots of steam cleaners out there, it's a few tufts of steam every now and again.
Yeah.
This is so consistent.
It is, and the thing is as well, it's hot steam. And I know it's got to be hot anyway, and then normally your boiling point 100 degrees, which is fine. But a lot of steam cleaners, what happens is by the time it's come out of the boiler and gone to the end where it should be, it's cooled down quite considerably. So therefore, it's wet steam. And so you'll wet your floors through, you wet all your surfaces through, and it's not as powerful. And if it's cooler, unfortunately, it's not as effective.
Yeah.
This maintains 120 degrees. This is your cleaning power. And combined with the power of the steam, that's what is helping to sanitise all the surfaces that you're using
There you
it
go.
for.
And this is it. Do you know what? I just think, what's the first thing you're going to be cleaning? Because you're going to have this in a few days. When you
Yeah.
order it now, you'll have it in a
Yeah.
few days. So you've got time, even before you put your decorations. I don't know when you put yours up, but I'm sort of mid-December kind of guy, you know, or maybe first week of December or second week. You've got time to get this home and give your house a quick freshen up. But you can deep clean, and it's not going to take you very long at all. And just bear in mind, to give yourself a bit of peace of mind, it's got natural benefits. Honestly, the sanitising power of steam does get the peace of mind when it comes to bacteria and viruses and all sorts. Of course, do your own research. There's lots and lots of information about steam cleaners. And even on YouTube, it's fascinating to see and watch all the areas people use around the home for steam cleaners. Now, the Polti Vaporetto, this is the SV660. You've got a lot in this bundle. I genuinely haven't seen a steam cleaner like this that has so many accessories. I won't read them all out because I'll be here for a few minutes. This flexible steam hose, that gives you lots of flexibility. For your hard surfaces, for your hard floors, for your carpets, for those awkward areas, everything from the grouting in your bathroom to your corners of your microwave to your oven. What am I trying to say? Fridge. I'm also trying to think. Air fryer.
Air fryer.
People forget about the tops of the air fryer too, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And honestly, it gets an absolute nightmare. The handles we forget about. Because those trays, I won't lie, I started putting them in the dishwasher and they've discoloured a little bit.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that and I'm annoyed. I'd rather just used a bit of steam just to blast them
Yes.
and get rid of the germs and so on, the bacteria. It helps with that.
Absolutely.
Right, okay. Right then, Bev, we've got about 20 minutes left on the show.
Right, okay. Now, when you normally do your floors, you probably buy a mop and bucket, put hot water in there as hot as you possibly can get it, put a chemical in, and away you go. So, the first sweep over with the floor with a mop is really moving the dirt from one surface to the next.
You're spreading it around,
Exactly.
aren't you?
Also, you're putting that back into the water, screwing it out, going to the next one. So you're just transferring dirt. Also, the water is starting to cool down, so it's becoming less effective.
Yeah.
Until the end, it's lukewarm water. This maintains its temperature, okay? So whenever you set it, so let's have it on, switch it on, so quick to heat up, and literally away you go. Now, you don't have to scrub. If it's really bad, just hold the steam over just for a few seconds. Let it start to break it down. Yeah? Let that do the hard work. If you've got an extra stubborn bit, you've also got on the back a scrubbing brush. Now, okay, so you've got a scrubbing brush, which will help to loosen. Also very good for doing the grout as well. So you can then start to sanitise that surface as well.
And we've worked this mop head hard, haven't we?
We have.
Don't forget, you can... It's doing it. It absorbs a lot of dirt, that thing.
It does.
And you just peel it off, bung it in the washing machine.
Yeah, no.
Would you wash it at 30, 40, 60?
No, I always stick... Well, mine get that mucky. I have to stick them in at 60.
Yeah, it's good. It's a bit of peace of mind there,
Yeah. I have to say I don't...
Do you know what? It absorbs a lot of dirt, that cloth, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do. And the thing is, you know... It don't just happen overnight. I mean, you know, you have to go over like you would to clean the floor. But also what you're doing is you're removing the dirt and the germs, the smells, but also you're sanitising that surface. So if you have the 3-second rule, let's say, and you drop a biscuit down there, you've probably got, I don't know, you might have cats, dogs, they might
Yeah.
have had a wee or been sick during the day. It's dried, you can't see it. You drop your biscuit and think, oh, 3-second rule.
Yeah, don't.
You know, but...
Are you a 3-second rule person?
No.
No, I'm not either. I'm not.
No.
I couldn't do
no.
that. I couldn't
I
do
don't
that.
drop my
Some
biscuits,
people are
I can tell you.
5-second rulers. No. Especially not in the... No. Right.
So, but having steam, you've got peace of mind because you know you are sanitising that surface. Now, even with your mop and bucket, OK, you can't then go into the lounge and decide to do the lounge floor with a mop and bucket.
Right, yeah.
OK, because obviously it probably is carpeted. So consequently, what's the point of taking that in there? So it's a one-trick pony, isn't it? But where with this, you can now go straight into the...
It's not slowing down, guys. We've got less than 20 minutes to go before the end of the show. In fact, right. Do you know what? We're actually limited stock now. Limited stock on the Polti Vaporetta. If you're tempted, this is your upright and it's your handheld with such a huge, comprehensive selection of accessories. I therefore can't think of many areas around the house that you can't use this for. Please do not miss out on this. This is a Black Friday deal. So you're saving £74. Normally £199, but now, £125. 3 payments of £43.98. The price is going up in about an hour and 40 minutes, but it's not going to last that long. Limited stock. We've got a few left. So, Bev, this is the time to just get that out, put it in the washing machine, job done.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is with these, it takes a long time for these cloths to fill up.
Yeah.
They are so thick, you can go forever before you need to put them in. I mean, I do virtually the whole house with one cloth and then just throw that in the washing machine when I've finished.
There you go, yeah.
You know, because they're that good quality. I've cleaned my oven this morning. That's what I was doing. And I have to say, you know, this is a fantastic life I lead at the moment, is that I've got my head inside the oven most of this morning. But anyway, I was amazed.
But you're all right.
Yeah. It's not gas, we're all right.
As long as you're all right. As long as you're all right.
Yeah.
No.
So I was cleaning up, but the thing is, I did it in half the time than I would of buying a chemical. I mean, I've done that in the years past, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
You know, you've got windows and doors open, you're all coughing and spluttering, and you just think...
It can't do you any good, can it?
No,
you know? And I just think, so I just think what I've bought in the past, so a bathroom cleaner, I've bought one for like the chrome sort of like taps and things, one for the bath, one for the floor cleaning, then something for the tiles. And that's about 3 or 4 just for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Then we're going to oven cleaners, then we're going to, you know, that anti-bac spray I use on the kitchen surfaces. We know that steam is very effective at killing bacteria, so maybe try this instead.
Yeah.
You know, give it a think. But I do believe, Beth, that the sooner people invest in a steam cleaner, the sooner we can start saving money long term with chemicals. And Joe, Bev's very kindly doing the studio floor for us too. But it's really impressive, that.
Yeah,
and do you know what? If that was a mop and bucket, that would be drenched. Absolutely drenched with water.
Yeah,
now.
it would.
And so especially in winter, because I've got an old-fashioned mop and bucket. It takes ages to dry. It really does take ages because I'm using so much water. This is a little bit of steam, and it's doing that job for you. All it is today, £43.98. £43.98. We're in a massive studio here. Bev's gonna. We wouldn't ask you to the rest of the studio.
No, don't, because you haven't seen my bill.
Right, dial the number, get yours 03333 241 241. The quickest way to order is on the website shopontv.co.uk. So maybe you've never shopped with us before. Maybe never shopped with Shopping Telly before. Joe, we're live here every single day on ITV1, on STV, of course. Hello to our friends over in Scotland. We're here on YouTube, we're here on TikTok. We've also got a dedicated YouTube channel. Sorry, we've also got a dedicated Freeview channel, channel number 89. But especially when we're on ITV, on STV, we get so busy shows. So thanks so much wherever you're watching from. But this is how you buy. shopontv.co.uk, click live deals, scroll down and you'll see all of them here. These are the special live Black Friday deals, but all these prices here are going to expire at 4:30, and that's relevant to the steam cleaner, all the Polti items really, the steam iron, and you got the D-Power there. So on those 4 items, those prices expire in about an hour and 45 minutes. But do you know what? With the red one, that's sold out. Well done, you were quick on that. If you want the green, that's going to be the next one to give the green. And we can see on our system how many people miss out. 18 people wanted the red, but couldn't get it. Go for the green. Exactly the same, just a different colour. And I'm not now going to say, oh, I prefer the green. I like both of them, to be honest with you. I mean, look, it's good to get the colour you want, I understand that. But the green is, I think, just as nice. Obviously, that's personal preference, isn't it? You do you. But if you want the green, whilst it's in stock, then you're going to get that incredible deal. By the way, this comes with the turbo brush, by the way. For just the vacuum, that's £299 on the Polti's website. So here, you're getting a bigger bundle for a lot less money. It's a lot more for a lot less. It's £149. That's one of the most, I think that's one of the best Black Friday deals we've actually got here at the moment. That is a huge, huge saving. It's considerably better than half price. And please, folks, if you're going to get, just generally speaking to you now, because I've bought various different ones, if you're going to be buying a cordless vacuum, please make sure it's got a motorised brush head, because some don't, the cheaper, lower price ones, some don't. This one does. You've got that suction power that we love from these vacuums, and also you do get that motorised brush head. It just helps to pick up all of that dirt. So if you've got a powerful brush and powerful suction, that's a major combination, folks, and that's why people love Polti. It's build quality. But maybe this is going to be for your other half. Maybe it's going to be for your mum, your dad. Maybe they do struggle. Maybe they want to keep their independence. Maybe they struggle to lug around that big, heavy vacuum up and down the stairs, bending down to plug it in, bending down to unplug it. It's tiring, and that puts me off doing the cleaning, let alone anyone else who perhaps struggles lifting the heavy corded ones around. But I've got to say, it's surprisingly lightweight. For something that has so much power, it's incredible. It's got the lights built in. But do you know what? It's got an auto suction. So what that means is you put it on the auto setting, when you glide it around your carpet, your tile floor, your hardwood floor, when it detects dirt on your floor, it ups the power. So it automatically gets more powerful. You haven't got to worry about that. The benefit is it doesn't use more power than what it needs. So it's really, really cost effective in that way. £51.98. 3 payments. That is incredible. You need to go to check out. It's time to make a decision. We may not be able to go back to that now. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're not going back to it. Bye-bye vacuum. That is what I call a Black Friday deal. Well done if you're going for that. Right, do confirm your orders. It gets to this point where people pinch other people's in the baskets, because the way it works here, we get through so much stock so quickly. If it's in your basket, someone else could get yours. You need to check out. Right, OK. Let's go to vacuums. Irons. Irons. We're spinning plates.
It's all right, darling. We're nearly going home now.
We've nearly done home. It's what? 10 to 3 in the morning. We're live here at the studio, but honestly, I love working with you, Bev. I really do. I love your demonstrations.
Thank you.
Right, let's finish off on the iron. Why do people need this?
Right, well, for a start, it's going to cut your ironing time down by half, and not only doing that, it's going to also look after your garments, because it's not high heat, it's low heat, massive amount of steam, 5 times more steam, because that is what gets rid of creases, is steam, not heat.
Yes, this is it.
Yep. So this is like a wool type of twill sort of material, so it would be quite difficult, because you think, well, I need to have it fairly high temperature, a purpose to be able to get rid of the creases, but if I get too high, then it will damage it. But with this, you are ironing on a cushion of steam, so you can go from this onto silks, onto denim, onto any sort of fabric without changing the temperature. And it just does it so quickly.
The mine just wouldn't be anything anywhere near that. I'd have to give it several runs over, and it still wouldn't look as good.
No, absolutely. But also, it feels softer.
You can't compare, can you?
No, as you can see.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
people love it.
Absolutely.
That's why we sell a lot of these irons. Look, you're paying a fraction of what it would normally cost. Normally it'd be £149. It's now £79. Another Black Friday deal. Wow.
Linen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Linen, right?
Yep. Normally, what happens? You go and get some water spray, or you're turning around and you're turning the heat up. But no, not at all. You are literally just gliding over that surface. You're allowing the iron to do the work. You're just showing it where you want it to go. And look at the results you can get from this.
I mean, look, there we go. And you can... So we don't have to do before and afters with this, do we? You can just see that before, after, done.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So it's more than words ever can, I think, that
Yeah,
demonstration.
that's
These
true.
are impressive.
Absolutely.
So do you know what? Various different materials, because I worry if it's delicate materials, I'm going to have to turn down the settings. I worry about it sticking to the base of the iron and damaging clothes. You know, if it's something that's been passed down to you, or maybe it's a quilt or a bit of fabric that's close to you, or and we all have those favourite items, that favourite jumper.
Absolutely,
that favourite shirt. Oh, it's heartbreaking when you damage those.
All that's done is just flatten that pile, okay?
Because I thought that would melt it.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, there.
That's what it does. It really...
What's the base of the iron look like? Right, there you go. Spotless.
Yeah, spotless.
As new, I would say.
Absolutely. But does it do the job? So not only does it not flatten and melt because it's cool enough not to, but it will
that
do
green vacuum
denim.
is now flying. Good on you. Don't forget, we've got the Tier 1 steam cleaner from Polti. Now, of course, this is the steam generator, the 2020. It's the one people want. Oh, yeah, look at that. So what materials have we got?
Yeah, we've got denim, we've got cotton, we've got viscose, and we've got georgette. So it's just showing you from... you see, this is a different temperature scale on an iron. You'd have cotton and linen, then you'd go down to probably your man-made fibres, and then you'd go down to your silks and your delicates. So that is time-consuming, waiting for that to either heat up or cool down. You don't have to do that with this. You just put it on maximum and you forget about it.
It takes away the worry and the problem of working out what setting you need for a certain material.
Absolutely.
You just get it done.
You just get it out.
So it's not about the hot plate. That's where I go wrong. That's why I damage clothes. It's
Yeah.
about the quality and the pressure of the steam.
Yep.
As you said, that's what get creases out.
Yeah,
So the only reason
absolutely.
we iron.
Yep, steam gets rid of creases, not heat.
You're working creases into that, weren't you?
Well, I was trying, yeah, because the thing
Good
is...
on you.
You see, the thing is,
You don't
that's
make it
another
easy.
thing with Polti, right? Because what it does, it opens the fibres, right? OK, you run the iron over, the steam relaxes those fibres, but the plate of the iron also airs the clothes while it's ironing. So you will cut down on your recreasing by about 70%.
Wow.
Because the reason they recrease is because your iron puts a lot of moisture in the fibres, it retains the moisture, you hang it back up in the wardrobe, and that's how it creases. You take the shirt out and thought, oh, I've only just ironed this. Now, when we've done, you know, shows like at the Ideal Home exhibitions and things like that, and we're using garments all day, we literally get to the stage where we can't crease them.
Yeah, right, I bet, yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is...
It's too effective.
Yeah.
Honestly, so that becomes that after a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
You don't got to press, there's no elbow grease. You just glide it over.
You just glide
Let it
yeah.
drop out the creases on its own. You haven't got to do anything to it.
No.
There's no pressure required.
No, not
just
at all.
Let it drop
It
the
just
creases.
takes the effort out of ironing. You don't even have to get the board out. You can actually hang them on the hanger and just blast it on the hanger.
So dresses, suit
anything.
jackets. 'Cause
Anything.
You know
whatever
when
you
I know,
fancy.
if you just had your suit dry clean, and once you've worn it, it's got through creases. It's annoying. It's not cheap, is it? Getting someone to press it for you. just drop out the creases on suit jackets and that. Sleeves. Do you know what? It's so tedious. I think life's too short for laying sleeves out. Then you
don't
iron
want
in
that
another crease, don't you?
Yeah.
But that just...
Yeah,
oh, that's much
absolutely.
easier.
And also where you've got these particular pleats and things like that, you know, you tend to put more creases in than what you're actually taking out.
That's why I roll up my sleeves. Genuinely, that's why I roll up my sleeves. I've got to iron the cuffs. It saps the life out of me. It really does. You know how long? 5 minutes. Is that all we got left? 5 minutes before we switch back over to programs on ITV.
I'm going to just show you that. Can you just hold that for me there, please?
I certainly can.
Because the thing is, I'm going to show you. If you've got something really delicate that you don't want to iron, OK, right?
That's incredible.
You can iron this from the inside out.
Beth.
Yes. Look at that. So
you can do dozens of these in what, minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Minutes.
So you don't even have to put them on the ironing board or whatever, you can do them from inside out.
So let's say if you've got a pile of ironing, let's say it takes you about 2 or 3 hours to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Sunday. Oh, because that time of weekend, is it?
Yeah.
You know, how long would this... So if something normally takes you about 3 hours to do, let's say, because if it's a big household, it could be shirts for work and so on.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
So you could, for example...
You can reduce that. If you iron for a living, let's say, I don't know, you iron 5 hours a day or 6 hours a day.
Hotels, Airbnbs.
Absolutely. So 6 hours a day, you could do that same amount of ironing in under 3. Now, you can either choose for that 3 that you've saved, you can either choose to probably take more ironing in and earn more money, or you have 3 hours to yourself to do what you want to do.
Whatever you want. I mean, anything else, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Read a book, put your feet up, what it is. Do you know what? We've got about 3 minutes left. It's been an amazing show. If someone has just tuned in, they're on the fence, what would you say to them then, Bev, to get this particular iron home?
You've got quality. You've also got power. You've got something that's going to look after your clothes. It's taking the headache of having to worry what you're ironing. And also, it's a self-cleaning iron, so it takes care of itself as well.
Yeah.
So, as an investment, it's absolutely well worth every penny.
It really is. For me, it's so I would stop damaging my shirts because of my iron, it gets so hot. You never turn it down. There's something wrong with it. It sticks, and I drag more creases into my shirts. You do that because it gets gunky, like it almost moulds dirt onto the plate because it's too hot. This works differently. It's about that powerful steam, 6.5 pressure of steam, because that's what drapes the creases. That's what gets rid of the creases, whether it's denim, jeans, suit, trousers, satin skirts. We've got dresses over here, suit trousers. Oh, Bev, I mean, you can't compare.
No, not at all. You don't have to go and put a cloth over it. I mean, we've all done that in this time. Black trousers, high shine, all the rest of it. No, you don't get anything like that.
Oxford, like cotton shirts or linen, for my experience, they are the worst.
Yeah.
And we've done live demonstrations and they just drop out. You just glide across it. And the water...
In the front,
you can leave it in the tank.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's got a separate tank. So, therefore, if you left that water in it, it's not going to do any problems to it.
After every ironing session.
No,
how about
not
that?
at all.
Right now, normally for this, because look, it is high-end, this is good quality. You know, if people do say buy cheap, buy twice, and normally people think, right, let's invest in this Polti, because it's going to last me years and years, which it will. 2 years warranty with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Register online, of course. And that's why people normally are happy to pay £149. But this is that time of the year where people expect offers. It's Black Friday. This is a live Black Friday deal. It's £79, but only until 4:30 this morning. But I think it could well sell out before then with the iron now. OK, we're limited stock now on the 2-in-1 steamer. It's your upright steamer for your hard floors, your carpets, your rugs, but also it's your handheld. There's that iron we've just been looking at. There's the D-Power, the Polti Forzaspira vacuum. It's incredible. It's called as vacuum. The red sold out. We've got some of the green left, but we've also got different deals. So if you've never shopped this before, maybe you've never watched Shopping Telly, This is shopontv.co.uk. Click live deals, you see what we've just seen. This page we're looking at now is actually another section of other Black Friday offers. We got window cleaning accessories. That limited window button, I've demonstrated that. I love that. It's for $29.99, you can't go wrong. We've got pillows on the show. We've got microfiber cloths. That orange thing, the Micro Munch, that's a toasty maker. You can make toasties in your microwave. I know, I love it. So it's been a brilliant show. Bev, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure. Enjoyed it.
We'll see you soon. Get the Polti home. You're not going to regret it, and make life a bit easier when it comes to ironing.